Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today is Guild Wars Tuesday. We are once again visiting the wonderful world of Tyria. Hello, welcome to all of you. What LEGO kits did Muck get? That is a reference to the stream title where it says doing map comp and chatting and making Legos for giveaways. What LEGO kits did I get? Not the Death Star, that's for sure. Have you seen the price tag on that thing? It's crazy. Why is the price tag for all LEGO kits these days something that children cannot afford? It's all just like adults that are working tier 3 tech support can maybe afford one. It's insane. The yeet gets me every time. It got me too. I am surprised they all chose to do that, which is the truth I choose to believe for that moment. Sand says, I will be procrastinating with the rest of you this fine morning. I've effectively convinced my boss that I need 3 days to complete a task that I can finish in 1. Okay, power to you. Gen 3 tech support, yep. Tier 3. Good morning, Muck and crew. Hello, Lloyd. What's up? Welcome. As far as which Legos, yeah, it's on my other character. Actually, wait, no, is it in the bank? One sec. It's in the bank, these things. So, Legendary Starter Kit 2, 3, and 4, I am currently holding. Which can make your choice of Quip, Bolt, Predator, Moot, Predator, Moot, Dreamer, Frostfang, Dreamer, Frostfang, Juggernaut, Incinerator. So the goal is to get all these materials together, and then on the day of a giveaway, I will just say, alright, you win, pick which of these you want, and I can offer those, I think that was 8 options total. I can offer those 8 options, and then I can just craft the thing that they want. So those kits effectively have like half of what I need to make the legendary. But the biggest item remaining is Gift of Exploration, which is from World Map Completion. So I need to do World Map Comp again. Which is why it is in the stream title. The LEGO Death Star is not that expensive. I can't even buy a new wheel for my bicycle with that. How expensive? Hold on.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty.
LEGO Death Star. Let's see. Buy LEGO Death Star. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Just popped up. Let's see. Oh, wait, what? You're about to enter lego.com. Yeah, that's fine. Go. Get dismiss. Jeez. Retired product. Wait. This is like a mini one. No, this isn't the main one. Okay, hold on. Where is buy big LEGO Death Star. They had one that was absolutely massive. This wasn't it. Okay. There's one you can get used for $360 and it's marked down from $420 here. So there's one of them. I swear that's not the main one. There was one that was like a huge set. I can't find it though. But yeah, the price is crazy. Cause like when I was a kid, a $10 Lego set would be like sizable, you know? And then like the 21,
meant
the
to
$20
hit my
ones were
resub
insane.
last night to inflict some pain upon you, but sadly I fell asleep. Maybe next time.
Thank you for the thought, Sathra. I appreciate you thinking about inflicting pain upon me. Thank you so much. It was the size of a small coffee. Yeah, the big LEGO Death Star was massive. Price of Legos, yes. Have you seen anything new about the PoE leak? Yes. Last night, I actually watched the 45-minute... on 2x speed, so it took like 20 minutes. I watched the 45-minute video from Path of Exile where they announced the new league. Yeah, it looks really good. I think I might need to play that. But yeah, you build a town. They just took Age of Empires and put it into Path of Exile. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna try this out. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't watched the information on the new league, you build a freaking town. One here for family-friendly content. Now seeing tentacles. If I stutter step, I can make more tentacles. It's fun doing that in open world near other people, and they're like, what is going on? There's a 3,250 USD Death Star out there. There you go. I took off work for PoE League. Oh, wow. I think twice in my life, I've taken a week off work for vacation. Now, my boss didn't know that I was taking a week off work to play the new World of Warcraft expansion both times. But, yeah, that's exactly what it was. As I've told you guys before, my idea of a vacation is just chilling. It's not like going out anywhere. So both times, I just like took a week off and like stayed at home and just binged the new World of Warcraft expansions. One was the Lich King, the Frozen Throne expansion, or Wrath of the Lich King. Sorry, Frozen Throne was Warcraft 3. One was Wrath of the Lich King. The second one, it might have been Cataclysm? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What class is this? The Warlock. He summons tentacles. I'm making that up. This is just a Revenant. I'm just using this for my home instance farm before I start the world map comp. He has basically permanent quickness, so he harvests things way fast. As you could see. Now a new expansion is overtime? That's right, now a new expansion is just overtime. My boss knew I took 1 week off every 3 months to the PoE League. He knew the game as well, that helped. To be fair, I did not go to class when Soto was released. Waiting in line for TBC at GameStop, we ran into friend's audio engineering structure. With enough time, we convinced him to cancel class the next day so we could all game. Yeah, I remember, because I did not pre-order Wrath of the Lich King. And I worked night shift the day it came out. So at 7 a.m., I got off work, and I went to, like, Walmart, and went in there and asked the employee, I was like, hey, do you guys have Wrath of the Lich King? They're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it's a new game. It's really big. And they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but electronics are over there. And I went over there, and there was one single box of Wrath of the Lich King, like, the Ultimate Edition or whatever. Hold on a second. I still have it on my shelf. The only one they had was, like, this thing. Mukluk for scale, it's huge. It's the thing that has like the art book and like the extra miniature pet and everything in it. Collector's edition, yeah. This was the only one that was on their shelf. So I was like, all right, I'm taking that. And like 2 other like neckbeard looking guys walk up behind me right as I grab it, and they're like, ah, damn it. And they were like upset because they were there for the same thing, and I got the only one that was on the shelf. And so, yeah, that's the only expansion I got the collector's edition for. It came with, like, you know, Frosty, the mini pet, and stuff like that. Just because I was like, all right, I'll pay the extra 20 bucks. I gotta get home in game now. This is urgent. You don't understand. And I didn't know Anna yet, so there was no one else helping regulate my money. I was like, I want a game. I'm getting a game. I went to the Wrath of the Lich King launch and I got my box signed with the devs. Nice. The past was a different time. I remember when MMOs needed CDs. Oh yeah. And floppy disks were actually floppy. I know I'm making a D&D character with DID who's a blood princess profane soul, and one of the spell has his tentacles. I took the day off when Heart of Thorns came out. I told my boss about it. He was a college buddy of mine. He simply said, really, and signed my dev off. Oh my gosh.
Sup.
Sup. I pull sickle. Welcome. Bah. The save icon wasn't just an icon. No. When you 3D printed the save icon, that's how you get a floppy disk. You just favorited my comment on YouTube about a tanking video. Yeah, I like the idea. I don't, here's the thing. Anytime I read a comment that, like, contributes to the conversation in the comment section, and I'm like, oh, nice, then I heart the comment. If it's just someone complaining, I usually ignore it. But it lets people know that, like, I am reading what they say, so I use that a lot. So I'm not promising that. Like, for example, I could, just from memory, make a video telling you how to tank Deimos and Xera. It's been too long since I tanked Kadim for me to be able to tell you the, like, details on that. Like, I remember he shoots the carpet attack, and you gotta sidestep that and make sure it doesn't hit the guy at the pylon. But beyond that, I can't remember the nuances of it. I will tell you this, since you're here right now. Tanking in this game is freaking easy compared to any other MMO I've tanked in. Like, you know, in most MMOs, the tank has some emergency buttons for when they take heavy damage and then they pop their cooldowns, you know? Like shield wall, things like that. In this game, there are no cooldowns because the tank is just another dude. It's just another guy with the same skills who's just wearing thicker armor. So he doesn't have to hold aggro. He doesn't have cooldowns to pop. The only thing is he has a modicum of control over where the boss is standing. That's it. And then some of the bosses will have a move or two that you need to be wary of. Xera, for example, has a move called Blurred Frenzy. It looks like this. That's it. When she does that and starts waving her arm like the wacky wailing inflatable waving tube man arm waving thing, then you need to either dodge backward, and then you could just dodge back forward so that you dodge the entire duration of the skill, or you use a block, or you condition cleanse yourself after the arm waving stops because it puts like 30 bleeds on you. That's it. That's it. Literally, Xera is just move her where she needs to be standing, and when she goes, then you either block, dodge, or condition cleanse. The rest of the time, it's whatever. You're wearing tank armor, so she's going to hit you like a wet noodle, and it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then Deimos? Deimos does nothing to the tank that is important or special. Deimos is just about moving around because of the puddles he drops on the ground because he pees everywhere because he's not potty trained. So you just got to move Deimos around where he needs to be, and then you need a block for when he does the big boom. So you need a block that's available every 30 seconds to a minute. That's it. That's Deimos. Like, he does no, like, huge bursts of damage to the tank as long as you block the big boom, but everyone has to be aware of the big boom, so. Totally get it, specifics to bosses are good, but I think it would be awesome if something like how much toughness you recommend, how much you can absorb versus must avoid, what are your emergency skills, there are none, which traits and weapons it's okay to drop for other more secure options. So, death and stuff, you are right, this could make a good video. I'm just sharing with you my immediate thoughts. There are some guilds who will have the tank just be a DPS with a single piece of tank gear on, so that his toughness is higher than the rest of the raid by a hair, and then the boss hits that guy, because they still want that guy to do as much damage as he was doing before. So he's a DPS who is tanking. So it's truly, truly not that big a deal in this game. Like, I would say for Xera, the hardest part about tanking is memorizing where to move the boss, because you're moving the boss constantly into different various positions. But then, like, on Deimos, it's just like, stay on the opposite room of the hand-kiter, and he's going to be moving a lot. But yeah, it's nowhere near... Like, when I tanked server first Lich King in World of Warcraft, it's like... I'd be fighting the boss, I'd have to
look, it's
monitor
the
my
tree of
own healing
birds.
because
How
I
are
was a
you
Death
today?
Knight, and then every 30 seconds I needed to use either Anti-Magic Shell or Vampiric Blood plus Warn the Healers or Icebound Fortitude, and I had to use these on a rotation every 30 to 40 seconds because he did a big move, and if I didn't do a big move to counter his big move, I would pop like a balloon. Like, there's nothing like that. Also, aggro. If other people did too much damage, they'd pull aggro off of me, and the boss would leave me and run over and murder them. And on that fight, there was a plague that was moving around, and I needed the plague to stay on either me or the boss or the ads, not go into the raid. So if anything did lose aggro off me, I had an add-on that would scream at me, and I would immediately grab it and death grip it back, because if the plague got to the raid, it was over. Like, there was so much more. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm just saying it was a different game. But this is like, compared to other games with like threat mitigation and like building aggro and popping cooldowns, tanking in this game is more just about movement, because the tanks don't have any different skills than the other people
months.
do. Even if you put out a video that just says calm down, it ain't hard. Phrasing, oh my goodness. If your tank says calm down, it ain't hard, please call a doctor. Yours 2 tanks is all about pulling the boss, at least I know. Yeah, it's mostly just about, like, you know, positioning and where to stand. Get to the point, it ain't hard. I will also say that there's almost nothing in the game to tank. If you think about what's in the game, all the mobs in open world and dungeons and fractals, pretty much none of them you tank. In raids, there's 25 raid bosses. Some of them you tank. So the amount of content in the game that you tank is like 0.01%. It's incredibly small amount. Muck, are you going to react to the ANET Tea Time interview? I didn't know there was an ANET. Oh wait, that's right. I saw him tweeting about that. Yeah, I saw him, I saw Teapot tweeting that they were doing some kind of dev interview. No, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Given how many people stood in Defile and died to the Quake attack on Lich King, apparently positioning is the hardest mechanic in the game. Well, yeah, but when you say how many people stood in Defile, you're counting the DPS. They're a whole rung down from the tank players. Like, in the intro to my stream, there's a clip of like 8 DPS getting thrown off Deimos' platform, right? Like, that's a whole different group of people, right? So I was comparing tanks to tanks. You're comparing DPS brain to tanks. That's a whole different thing. DPS players don't count as people. Yeah, just like Mesmers in all cities except Divinity's Reach. They're not actually citizens. Haha, DPS. As a DPS player, I could safely say we are colorblind, especially red circles are our weakness. It's kind of like the whole thing with orange cats, like that they share one brain cell, and when they're being stupid, it's not their turn to use the brain cell. It's the same thing with DPS players. Especially Chronos, who like to continuum split into things they just dodged out of. They're like, oh, that was close. What? Just snap right back into it. Too many red nevers can't see the floor. Mm-hmm. Speaking of MuklukYoutube vids, I'm glad you didn't watch the last dev video at 2x speed, because I watch your vids at 2x speed. Oh man, you would have been like, the lightning back in your chair. I've been playing Rift lately, and it's weird seeing an MMO very dead versus Guild Wars 2 being still very alive. Oh, haven't you heard? Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is a dead game. Best DPS in the game. It depends what you're looking for. Do you mean the DPS that can do the most damage when wailing on a golem, like a target dummy? Or do you mean the DPS that can do the most damage at range, which means it's got the highest DPS uptime over a fight where you're having to run around a lot? Or do you mean the DPS that is the most welcome in groups? When you say the best one, the one that people want the most. You know, like, these are all different questions. I will say there's not really bad ones. There's if you take the best player for every single DPS, like, they're all welcome in any group. Range and easy? Virtuoso is the one that is the king of range right now. Easy. Virtuoso's not bad. I would say it's easy to medium. What's the command to get Mug to check his mail? Oh my gosh, hang on. Giveaway prize for today. I just was my last lucky trinket to celebrate. I would like to give away the stack of Ectos. Sorry for extending the giveaway. Oh, this is 6 days old. I'm so bad. Thank you. I'm glad that the giveaway vault is getting pretty low. Want to have a special night. Butter, zucchini, chocolate, banana. Oh my god, I'm not thanking this guy for this. Some things for giveaway. Open 100 blackline chests. Here's some things for the next giveaway. Oh, snap. Thank you. Alright. Burp, burp. I've already thanked that person. I can't do anything with this. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, giveaway vault's getting pretty sparse. So I am hugely appreciative of anything people decide to send. I don't know what this item is. Does this have value? It's a gold. Alright. There was a stack of Ectos too. There we go. Okay. Where can I get the build from? The Virtuoso thing? Hang on a second. Yeah, there are versions of it on both Guild, Gen, and Snowcrows. Off the top of my head, Hardstuck probably has it too. I'll get you one of the links right now, but if you don't like it, there are other websites that have it. Give me just a second. Okay. That is one of the links. Again, if you don't like that one for some reason, you can find similar versions of the build on other websites. In your opinion, what is the hardest and easiest build to play out of any class? The hardest build is either Quickness Berserker or Healing Alack Spectre or anything Weaver. All of those felt terrible to play in my opinion. Easiest to play? Daredevil and Deadeye come to mind. Deadeye, when I did a recent series where I tried every boon providing DPS in the game, and Quickness providing Deadeye was the only class that within 5 minutes I could break 30,000 damage per second. It was super easy to do tons of damage on that class while also providing an essential buff that people want you in the group for. But there's definitely others as well. Reaper, yeah, Reaper's pretty chill for sure. Sunday Gaming, thank you. Let's see. Salvage all that stuff. Okay, and let's get rid of the greens. Rifle mech, yeah, rifle mech's on the easy side, for sure, agreed. Not Catalyst. Yeah, oh yeah, Catalyst was definitely very difficult as well. For sure. Not touching that class again if I can help it. Okay, where's Tallmuck? Alright, so, I looked through my characters for this world map completion to see who had the most that wasn't already done, and this guy had like 50%. So this is the guy I have been working on it on because he, this character is my oldest non-deleted character from 12 years ago. And he is the one I've been doing world map comp on because he was the closest to getting it done. Let's see, where is... There we go. Alright, so this is an add-on that's just an overlay, and if you ever want to do map comp, you can use this and literally just follow the dotted line, and you'll eventually get it done. Let's see, kill hiding spiders, gather red cat mushrooms, destroy spider nests and mushrooms. Okay. Cue the this or not a Sura jokes, yeah, for sure. It's fine though. What could Anet do with the home portal for 800 gems after we have our new home? That's a good question. That's a good question. I forgot that item existed. I don't have that one. If we don't all, let's see, they could make it to where when you double click it, it opens up like a little window, and you could click either port to home instance or port to homestead. Like it just, you have an option. I think that could be good. What's the add-on name? This is the add-on, sorry, the overlay, because it's technically not an add-on by nerd terms. It's called Blish HUD. Blish HUD, within it, has 50 modules that you could turn on or off. This is one of the modules in Blish HUD, and it's called pathing. Exclamation mark Blish for a video on how to set up Blish HUD if you want it. There's lots of cool things, like I've got all my mounts here on this mount wheel. I've got access to, here's the event timer webpage, things like that. So I'm using like 3 of the modules right now, but it's a very cool feature. How is ANET's view on overlays like this? I am an ArenaNet partner, which means I have a lot to lose if I were to break ArenaNet's terms of service, especially doing it freaking live on camera. Okay? So I can tell you with 100% certainty that at this moment in time, they are fine with this and have been for years. If that changes, I will be the first person to stop doing this and tell you guys. But this is literally, like, this does not affect combat at all. This is just an overlay that says, hey, if you want to do World Map Comp, here's the shortest distance between the points, right? That's all this is it just shows you a line that is the shortest distance between all the things you're doing. But if they change that in the future, then, you know, we'll know. Defeat undead, revive territory markers, rebuild fortification, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, but believe me, there are some add-ons that people have made in the past that ANET went, no, stop that, or you're gonna get in trouble. And people are like, okay, and they stopped. This is not one that they've ever really had to talk about. Yeah, and I spec'd this guy for rifle mech, just for Unga Bunga, while working on the map comp. I like how you can set a lane of HUD using various mounts and stuff. Yeah, essentially, Blish HUD is a program that allows you to easily install different modules, and the modules are all made by different people. So, like, you know, one person made the pathing module, another person made the mount wheel, and on and on and on and on and on. Okay. Get rid of that. Daily tip for newbies that you can just right-click the heart and there's no pop-up if you want. Have you heard about a problem that made botting possible and made the last CM boss Saris doable without even playing the game? Link to Nike video about it. What do you think they should do? Sorry if you didn't watch the video about it yet. Nike does not like me. The 2 times I've talked with him ended with him, like, name calling. So I tend to just avoid any circles he's in. So I absolutely have not watched his video. I have heard about that because I saw some people tweeting about it, but I don't know the details. Sorry about that. I'm also sorry he acts that way. I have not heard the details about that. I will tell you guys, botting is absolutely against the terms of service. I do not know anything about Blish HUD plus botting at this time, but I will tell you guys, botting is against the TOS. You're not allowed to do that. If they catch you doing that, you'll get in trouble. What, do you just stomp this stuff? Oh, that summons mosquitoes. Okay, that's easy. Is Blish HUD open source? I don't know, but in the Blish HUD video description, there is links to their Discord. They're super nice, and you can ask them questions there. And they're active on it, like, every day. Broxy, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Oh, Taladars has put on the wizard hat. Oh, this wizard hat? This wizard hat that has orange cat hair on top of it for some reason. Fortunately, not on the bottom of it. Okay. Lovely zone and area text cross mux screen. Yeah, oh yeah, that's just regions of Tyria. For once, that wasn't what people were asking about. Proxy OT, thank you for the tier 1. The wizard has appeared. Yes. Is Festival of the Four Winds starting today, or am I imagining things? I don't remember. I defer to chat. Nike versus Muck story time, please. No, there's really no story, no huge story there. There was 2 times in the past that there was a conversation happening in the I think it might have been in like one of the ANET partner channels or something. And he was in there, and I joined in, and then he just immediately started calling me like an effing dumbass and things like that. Like he immediately just like went off and like name calling and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my god, this dude's a child. And I just backed out and I just stopped responding. That's literally it. We were talking for less than a minute. I just have a low opinion of him. Like I'm a parent at home. I don't need to be doing more of that with him. Mike, what do you think about the recent AFK farming? I don't think it's good for the game. I think it's more of a principle. I do not, okay, so I'm not one of the people that's like, this is ruining the economy, you know, shaking my jowls. That's not me. I'm just saying I don't think it's good for the game. I do not think it's good for the game. If you've got a new player coming into the game and they are trying out Guild Wars 2 and they see an area where a bunch of people are clearly, you know, like bot farming while running against a wall and stuff like that. I think that's bad for the health of the game. It gives people an impression that's like, oh, this is just like, you know, people are just farming Doge coins here. That's all it is. And I do think that it should be stopped because it makes the game, it looks bad for the game. That's my opinion on it. For those reasons, I don't think it's good. What is this? Burn undead corpses, smash noxious plants. Noxy. Okay. Hate seeing bots while I'm doing stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's almost an unconscious thing for gamers. We don't want to see that. But also, if you're new to the game, I think it's even worse, because then people that are new will be like, oh, this is like dead game. AFK farming is always going to be a thing in MMOs. ANET solution is pretty solid. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is true that it is always going to be a thing, but I think you cannot just ignore it. You can't just go, oh, it's, you know, murder is always a thing. We should just let murder happen. Yeah, no, you still have to take steps to try to minimize it. You have to do what you can. I finished watching The Boys Season 4 finale. I cried at the end. If you know, you know. I haven't seen it. There's this one multiplayer. I always see it reset Matriarch. I hate him. He runs like 30 accounts, just drops NG turrets. OSRS is the worst, especially when bots fill up all the spots or any XP. Hi, Muck. Hi, Jonas. I'm always going to be an ongoing cat and mouse process of squashing exploits. Yeah. Let murder happen, Muck 2024. You are not listening closely to what I said. That is not what I said. They should gather all the bots in their own instance, see how they operate, and then ban them all at once with Thanos now. That's the thing, though, is with bots, it's a cat and mouse thing. Here's the thing. Let's say they get a way to detect bots, right? And let's say that's on January 1st, and then they use it, and they detect them all, and then on January 2nd, they ban the bots. And then the bots, the people that make the bots, are just like, oh, let's look at what changed in our code on the 1st that allowed them to detect us. Oh, here we go. Okay, and then they can immediately fix it. So often what they have to do in these situations is wait a little bit. Because if they, like, let's say on January 1st, they learn how to detect bot accounts, foolproof, you know, no question. Then they'll just gather that information for like maybe a month or 3. And then after 3 months, like on April 1st, they will simply, they'll ban all of them at once. And then the people that make the bots don't know, okay, at what point in time did they catch us? Like, what, you know, when did they change this? And they have to, it's more difficult for them to make the next bot because of that. That's why they usually do it in waves. Now, I do say usually, I'm talking about like MMO developers as a whole here, not specifically ArenaNet. Am I playing a tall character? Yeah, it's the one closest to map comp. Thor of Pirate Software has, yep, I watch him too, has talked about in depth about waiting an entire half a year to drop the ban hammer on thousands of players at once and drinking their tears. They complain about it. Yeah, you have to do it in waves. Otherwise, if you do it the moment you can catch them, then they know the exact moment you figured out how to catch them, and they know when the code changed, and then it's really easy for them to just evolve again. Which legendary weapon are you looking to craft? So I've got 3 of those kits from the Wizard's Vaults, the Wizard Vault, and I am going to basically pick winners on August 20th. And when I pick those winners, they'll be able to pick anything from the kits, and I'll make it and then give it to them.
Be careful.
Skip. Do you already have Gifts of Battle for the Legendary Starter Kits? Pretty sure I do. I think Gift of Exploration is the only thing I need, but I can double check. This is a fun thing from Blish HUD. I can search my whole account for an item. So I can see that in my bank there's 9 Gifts of Battle. I rarely use it, but it is handy. We are playing with dogs. Are you finishing the Leggy just before sending it to them so it's hot and fresh? Yes. It will. Also, they'll get to pick. I'll be like, hey, I can make you any of these 8 right now. Pick one. I'm doing Quietus and I've fished through the whole Dust Night Dawn cycles. Haven't found one yet. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not fishing. I'm not doing that. Trade map comps for Gift of Battle? I don't really want to do either one, but I already have Gift of Battle. I do not already have map comp done. Any add-on you recommend that helps make crafting easy? I've never used any add-ons for crafting. There might be some, but I don't know of it off the top of my head. I've used GW2 Efficiency, the website, for crafting. GW2 Crafts, that's another one. Yeah, those are websites, not add-ons. But yeah, I have used those before. 95%. I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, there's something up there. Okay. Gifts of Battle are easy to get if you have active world people. Well, yeah, I mean, Gift of anything is easy to get if you do the thing. Okay, that's done. Alright, I still missed something. Oh, down here. Alright. There's a heart or 2 at the beginning I missed.
Pardon me. I'd like to talk to you.
Alright, what was this? Kill termites, uproot termite larvae, and feed fruit to the moas. Okay. We're farming. Pretty sure this was the quest that Rose was complaining about. Monkey missed DPS Druid to try. Elytra doesn't exist. Yeah, I know. It's still on the, maybe I'll do that at some point. Mystic crafting module for Blish HUD can help with legendaries, Zeroth says. Yeah, I can't +1 that one myself because I haven't tried it, but that's there, I guess, if you want to try it. Think Blish has some things about crafting. Blish HUD has 50 modules in it. It would not surprise me at all if it has some things about crafting. Dude, they got a massive termite problem here. Holy crap. One more. Alright, that was done. Okay, so over this way now. There's one more heart over here I apparently walked past and I didn't do it. Repel Nightmare Court, clear spider webs, activate mortar pods. Where are any of these things? Didn't know there's an item search mod. That's a gift. I always had to tab out to Discord to search. Yep. Yeah, and it uses the API to look at your account. So it doesn't actually, like, for example, the mod still works even if you're not logged in. Because it's basically just using the web interface to do it. I think it's funny that my guy's like waving at the web. Maybe it's supposed to be like a wax on, wax off situation. Shut up, Bram! I don't even care. Nanasura Mukluk. Hello, Laura! No, I just hit my growth spurt. This is my, my 12-year-old character, and I need to do a map comp, and he had like 50%, so we're finishing it on this guy. What's up, Laura? Hello! And I moved outside of range of the heart. Dang it. Ah, here we go. This is what I'm supposed to be fighting. That's an awesome looking rifle skin. Oh yeah, the crossbow? Yeah, this was pretty good. There's also iron sight, where you shoot like giant railroad spikes. That one's pretty good too. I was using that one earlier. He's very tall for a 12-year-old, yes. It's kind of funny to think about. This character is older than my son. Let's see. We are almost there. There's some more webs up there. That'll do.
34 big ol' months.
Big old muck. Thank you, Lundry. Appreciate you. Iron Sight is such a char weapon. I love it. Yeah, I think it's from Grothmar? There we go. Alright. Hey, Black Lion Key! And blueberries. Also exciting. Okay, that one's done. Let's see. What's the next zone I need to do? Where's another zone for map comp? 100, wait, 98. 98? What did I miss in Gandharan? Hold on, I missed something in Gandharan. Or in the last 12 years, they added another point of interest there. Also possible. That they've done that a few times. What did y'all do here? There. Is that the not-so-secret jumping puzzle? Oh, wow. Wow, sick jump. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I was not doing that again. Snowden drifts, 98%. Oh, gosh. Okay. What are we missing in this zone? I think that is a guild challenge waypoint. So probably wasn't there at launch. Which was the last time my character came over here. Or this character came over here. Okay, 100%. That one's done. Londar's Pass, 90 at 98. Oh my god. Thing that shows you the name of the place you're in is also Blish HUD. Yeah, that one's just for fun. That one's called Regions of Tyria. It is a Blish HUD module. And it just does the fancy text when you zone into places. But yeah, that is in Blish HUD also. Okay. Let's go this way. Probably use the beetle here. There we go. Also, that beetle skin was no good. We gotta fix that. Let's see. Mounts. Gotta get the branded one. Branded one leaves the cool trail. Okay. Dredgehaunt Cliffs is not done. Holbrack. I'm not done with Holbrack? Oh god. Alright. Gotta go visit the darn town. Okay. Let us begin. Unpopular opinion, I despise the Not-So-Secret JP way more than Chalice of Tears. I finished Not-So-Secret... Okay, so Not-So-Secret JP, if you do it as intended, takes forever, right? However, I found out that you can do it in 5 seconds. And that was pretty cool. Hang on a second. Here we go. Hold on. Not-So-Secret jumping puzzle in 3 seconds. Oh, look, the chest is right there, Chad. This looks easy. You know, okay, I know there's a low chance of this working, but I have to try it. Ow! Wait, I got the... No, I'm done. I'm done. I beat it. I beat it, chat. We're freaking done. Then the goggles took an hour. Yeah. So yeah, everybody was like, fuck, it's so hard, it's so hard. We're gonna watch you have pain. We're gonna watch you suffer. And then I did that and they got so mad. Chalice will forever be the worst since you gotta get the checkpoints. Yeah. Most people that have done Chalice haven't even done Chalice. They paid a Mesmer to do Chalice. You have to loot the chest to get it now, I think. I don't know. Chat tunes over 2 things, Chip and watching Muck suffer. If Chip is bloodthirsty that day, it's kind of 2 in 1.
Is that because they don't like
Half of Chalice feels like you're no-clipping into regions you were never meant to visit. Sounds like you did Chalice very differently than I did Chalice. I definitely did not no-clip into anything. I don't understand the Chalice hype. I did that just because I have completionist tendencies. And before I even knew it, it was a famous one. And when I learned its reputation, I thought it was like, wait, that one. Chalice with a guide, with a prototype position rewinder, took me about 30 minutes. The whole thing with Chalice is you could be 3/4 of the way done and miss a jump, and you fall all the way to the bottom of a volcano. It's like that game Getting Over It. And also, if you didn't have a guide, knowing where to jump, like even knowing that it's a jumping puzzle is pretty difficult if you didn't have a guide or something. At least that's how I feel about it. My home instance, Norn version. Troll's Revenge is much harder, so it took me 3 days of 5 less hours. What? Wow. Oh look, it's the only thing in the game besides we the player that Bram's bow has shot. Nut. Okay, I already had this one. So I'm not just good, and that's why I'm not impressed with Chalice. I just did not struggle with Chalice. I don't know why. I mean, no, I mean that's awesome if you did. Like if you blasted through it, that's great. It didn't even do 1% damage. It still had 100% health. And yet, it was enough damage that he was like, cool, let me lead a group of people to Bjorn and get them killed. And they were like, that's a great idea. Any Guild Wars 2 update today for me to log in for? Someone in chat said return to Season 3 starts today. I'm not sure if there's anything else. Norn together strong. Yeah, that's why you got kicked out of your house by Jormeg. So strong. I mean, historically, the Asura got kicked out of their house by Primordus, so I'm not any better, I'm just saying. Wonder if there will be expansions about going to those places. The Guild Wars universe world is so much larger than the map currently has, the Guild Wars 2. They have got, from like the books and stuff, so much real estate to use to like add content to the game. Like they have no shortage of that. Now that Primordus is dead, why are there still a server right walking around Tyria breathing my air? They can go back to the caves now. Oh man, believe me, I've put that before the panel. I would like to get away from y'all, but it's still under some votes. They the big ears in charge. They really like our giant flying cube in the sky. What's your map comp percent now? 61%.
I swear, he was wearing nothing but a helmet.
So we're getting there. Not sure if I just do this each Tuesday between now and August 20th. I'm wondering if I will have it done by then. If it doesn't look like I'm going to, then I will need to do some extra Guild Wars 2 streams. It's too late. The Asuras have patents. Yeah, we own toilet paper. You'll never be free of us. How many gifts of exploration do you need? Technically, I have 3 legendary kits ready to make into legendaries. So if I had 3 gifts of exploration, I could make 3, I think. But anytime you do World Map Comp, you get 2 gifts of exploration. And I don't really want to do this twice. I'm barely making myself do this once right now. So once I get this done, I'll be able to add 2 legendaries to the giveaway pool. And then I'll just be satisfied with that for a while. Warriors don't need toilet paper, they just use shake it off. Oh, that's nasty. I will never hear that song the same way again. Just gonna imagine some warrior in the shower. Shake it off.
I've heard that Scardy Knudsen is torn between his father and his brother over something.
Son rushed off his book.
Are you gonna just pick something and make it and let the winner choose what they want? No, they once we get a winner, I'm going to tell them. Oh, nice! I didn't miss anything. Once I get a winner, I'll tell them like, okay, I can make any of these legendaries. Pick one, and then I'll craft it for them. 98. 98. This was probably one I had done 12 years ago, and they added something. Are you kidding me? What? I don't know if I have it opened up on the map. Oh wait, is this down here part of the same zone? I think it is. Mug, the stupid area in the northeast corner where we have to go meet Bram. Eh? The northeast corner. Oh wait, I just got it. Cragstead. I already have the hero point in here. Wait, I think I'm under it. I think it's on the thing above me. Go back. Don't use all caps with me, young lady. Watch your tone in my house. I got the point of interest. You're yelling at me like I don't know what up. Alright, we're done here. Alright, Dredge Hunt close. Pedro says, hi Monk, how are you? I played Guild Wars 2 in 2020 and stopped. Do you think it's worth focusing on completing all the expansion story in the Living Worlds? Hello, Pedro. In my opinion, it's worth doing the whole story once, because it's pretty good for the most part. But there's no rush. A lot of people will ask me things like, oh, there's new expansion coming out, do I have to catch up beforehand? And no, you don't have to catch up beforehand. There's no rush on that. You can just do it at your own pace. Like, for example, when I got into the game like 5 years ago, what I started doing was like, each day I would do a little bit of world map completion, and I would do like one chapter of the story. And then after like a month, you know, I eventually was like caught up with everything. But this is not a game where you have to like keep up with the player base and the player base is constantly moving ahead or anything like that. You can kind of just like go at your own pace, and because they don't raise the level cap like they do in many other MMOs, so you don't get left behind if you're going at your own speed. So yeah, I think it's worth doing, but you don't have to rush it. Ezra says, recently been getting back to Wars 2. Your guides and videos have been very helpful. What are you most excited for in the new expansion? Keep up the good work. Hello, Ezra. Thank you for the support. The new expansion, typically in any new expansion, I'm most excited for the stuff that is going to be recurring enjoyment. Like evergreen. To give an example of that, I like the story in the game. The story's important, but I usually play the story one time. Fractals, dungeons, PvP, raids, I usually do those hundreds, if not thousands of times. So I'm more interested in the repeatable stuff than I am the stuff I'm gonna do once. Hold on, find spawn here, destroy tents. Where are the spawn here? So, for example, the new weapons being added to the game are going to open up a lot of new build stuff in all game modes. That to me is something to look forward to. The new home instance type thing, where I can gather all the daily stuff because I farm my home instance each day. So getting the homestead where it has a collect all button. Like, I don't even care about the building stuff. Like, the homestead has the collect all button where I can farm it more quickly. That is something I'm looking forward to. Things like that. When do they add the yellow? This is an overlay. The yellow trail is just a dotted line connecting all of the map completion stuff in the shortest line possible. It is just a visual thing that I can follow if I want to turn my brain off and do map completion, which is what I'm doing right now so that I can just chat with you guys. Only rushes Wizards without special rewards are time dependent. Yeah, those are just cosmetic, but if you care about that, sure. I remember getting that hero point on my first character, and there's veteran spiders. I wasn't good at killing vets at the time. Will there be new fractals in the new expansion? They just recently added a new fractal. I don't know if there's gonna be... I know there's a new raid in the new expansion, and it's the first raid in many years. Okay, there's that. Okay. Wait, I'm all turned around right now. Need to go down this way. Alright. Well, let's see. Not entirely cosmetic, you're missing a ton of free gold and high value crafting stuff. I constantly, I'll take your word for it. I constantly let my wizard points rot. I forget about them a lot. The only building stuff you care about is the character statue if it can wave, which I would expect it would be able to do all the emotes. That would be pretty cool. Then it could match the 3D printed Mukluk that someone sent me. Any chance that you will play the new PoE League on stream? I would love to. I actually spent a half hour last night watching their release video about the upcoming Path of Exile League. Oh, they put an entire city building thing into the game. I was like, oh, dang it. Now this looks really good. So just to be clear, I love action RPGs. Grim Dawn, Path of Exile, Diablo, what it used to be, Last Epoch. I love those games. I've even made most people know me from my Guild Wars 2 guides. I've made Path of Exile guides too. So I have a lot of joy in ARPGs. I feel like, usually, because, at this point I'm fortunate enough I can play games for a living, I get less viewership when I play ARPGs, so I'm always hesitant to play them, but I do enjoy them. So, yeah, after watching the huge release trailer thing for the new stuff, I think I will try it. I'm very curious about the whole, incorporating city building into it aspect. Grim Dawn was one of the best? Absolutely. Grim Dawn was actually the game I streamed the most before I tried out streaming Guild Wars 2, back when I had 10 viewers. I got a lot of time in Grim Dawn. Heck, if any of you were Guild Wars 1 enjoyers and you like the dual class system, you might enjoy Grim Dawn. It has that. What are the yellow arrows? It's an overlay. It's just a dotted line so you can turn your brain off and do world map completion just by following the line. And yes, it is currently completely allowed by terms of service. I have a lot to lose if I broke the rules. Is it okay to tell us what it's called? Yeah, it's a pathing module in Blish HUD. There's an overlay program called Blish HUD, !Blish in my chat if you want the guide for it. And it is kind of like a library of 50 modules, and you can turn any of them on or off that you want, and one of them is called pathing, and it does this. What's your favorite class to play in ARPGs? Depends on the ARPG. Grim Dawn, I was really fond of pet builds. So there was a necromancer, there was an occultist, and there was a shaman, which were all had different pet build-esque stuff. And I greatly enjoyed doing hybrid classes that involved one of those classes plus something else because it was a dual class game. Last Epoch, I played, similarly, I played the Necro or the Primalist, which had different types of pets. But the Primalist, I actually got, really liked the, it had a thing called Sylvan Form, which is kind of like you were turning into like a wood elemental. And you could summon lots of vines and stuff to attack enemies, and then it almost felt like Plants vs. Zombies. So that was a lot of fun. But I would say if I'm jumping into an ARPG for the first time, if there is anything that's indirect, like, okay, direct damage is fine. I get bored really fast doing it. Like, just fireball. Like, I do damage, it goes to you in a straight line, and then you take damage. That, to me, gets boring really fast. So the idea of, like, fireball or firearms or anything like that, I'm just like, yawn. So if I can find anything indirect, like, dots or totems or turrets or summons or anything like that, I enjoy that. So those are the things I'll try first when I try a new game. The weirder, the better, honestly. Like, Dragon's Dogma 2, I ended up hating that game. Dragon's Dogma 2 had a class that they teased called the Trickster that basically did hardly any damage, but it supported its team by making illusions out of smoke that would fool the enemies so your team could find more openings. So it was kind of like a medieval Mesmer, and I was like, that sounds amazing. Like, I loved the idea of it, I just never got to it. Well, could you be watching the interview of the ANET dev with Mighty Teapot? Has it, okay, so real question, has this already happened? Like, it's recorded, or is this, like, coming up in the future? Have you ever played Righteous Fire or Death's Oath in PoE? Righteous Fire, yes, years ago. Death's Oath, no. I don't know what that is. It's done. Is it worth watching? Like, honest opinion. Build snowmen, stop troublemakers, keep the lodge cozy. Keep it cozy? Okay. Do you want to be Who's shooting me? It was interesting. A bit of info about the new PvP mode. Maybe I'll watch it.
Boop. Enough talk. Let's play.
You have to do this discovery on every character. If you want to get the world exploration rewards, then yeah. That's why there's quite a few people here. They're all probably doing the same thing. I read a Cliff's Notes of it, and I don't think it was worth the watch list from that, but I haven't watched it myself. Yeah, I'll consider it. I think it would be, I don't know. I'd feel kind of weird just like, you know, being live on my stream and watching another streamer talk to somebody else. I'll think on it. I'll consider it. I'm still trying to, what is the word? When it comes to like React content and things like that, I'm still trying to like break my morals, you know? Like there's still a tiny voice telling me that this is dishonest. I'm trying to get rid of that voice. I'm not there yet. I can't find any more snowmen. Be glad you don't have to do all the PYs. You used to have to do World v World. For those that don't remember, World versus World, the map used to be part of World Map Comp. So you had so many people in there that were like getting murdered and like frantically crying and trying to claw themselves towards some random tree to get it checked off on their map. Or like failing a jumping puzzle in there and falling off a keep. Those are the days. Best time to roam around getting loot. There's also, even to this day, if you're a ranger, some of the ranger pets, like one of the wolves, I think, are from World v World. So if you want to get all the ranger pets to have all the options available to you, you actually have to go in there and scream your way toward a couple of animals. And let me tell you, running toward them screaming really helps with the bonding process. Muk Reactions YouTube channel next to movies and TV shows. No, I'll do it like Asmongold and just drop it on the main channel with like 1,000 other random things. React to Reddit, start your own subreddit. I think someone did make a Mukluk subreddit a long time ago and put like a bunch of pictures of Dennis there. And like, nothing ever happened with it ever since then. But it wasn't me, it was a viewer. Just like another viewer bought the URL to Mukluk, I think it was like Mukluk OnlyFans, and then just rerouted it to my website. So, to my knowledge, unless the domain expired, if you go to Mukluk OnlyFans, it reroutes to Mukluk Labs. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Oh god, it does. Nice, it's still there. Okay. Let's see. My leg! Mount up. There we go. Weird looking Asura. He's just tall for his age. I missed the Dennis filter. Oh, we do have one of these in the queue. I could do this. His Majesty. What do I do here? Make the Skrit happy by entertaining them. Return lost treasures. Kill threats to their cave. What other Blish HUD modules are you using? I use the mount wheel. I'm using pathing right now. I use the event timers thing to do this. Oh, potato, blurry potato. I use the event timers thing so that I don't have to open the web page. I've got Regions of Tyria installed. That one's just for fun. It doesn't like help in any meaningful way. It's just for fun. Didn't Mug make a picture of OnlyFans with OnlyFans at one point as a joke? Yeah, no, I did that, and my wife got mad. She made me delete it. Rest in peace, Mukluk OnlyFans. It existed for like a day. She wanted the spicy content? Yeah, she's my wife. She already gets the spicy content. You remember I have a kid, right? She was not a fan? No, she was not a fan. No, the OnlyFans, it was literally just pictures of fans from like Googling Home Depot fans. But then if you signed up for it, you got gifts of fans. Like that. And I was just like, yeah, it's just for memes. And I was like, and if someone signs up, we get like $3. So it's cool. And she was like, you take that down right now. I was like, what? You only have one kid, that's only proof of one time anything spicy happened? Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Sand, no matter how much you ask, I'm not sending you private videos. You're weird for asking.
Hurry!
Yay, we're done! And why am I carrying all these crystals now?
Okay, ready. I'm starting the ritual.
But now how are we meant to support Mukluk at fan pictures at the same time? A mystery for the ages. You could just Google fans in one window and sign up for Patreon in the other, you know? That is an option. Does new legendary spear require normal Tyrian map comp? 1, I doubt it. Gen 2 and Gen 3, when they were added, did not require normal Tyrian map comp. However, we do not know the recipe for it yet. It's being added in Janthier, we don't know what the recipe is. But the existing legendary spear, that one does require map comp. Why does it want me to go up here? Oh, that's why. I was gonna make the Leggy spear, but I ran out of clovers and money.
Have you come to help?
You can get clovers from the Wizard's Vault over time, if you need to. Also, PvP merchants, strike merchants, raid merchants, fractal merchants. Quite a bunch of ways. Muck, is this full burrs? Yeah. Yeah, this is full Berserker Rifle Mechanist Unga Bunga. This is the epitome of, I went into a new zone, and I started blasting. Oh man, I just remembered something stupid. Alright. Chat. I am the kind of person, I got a little story for you guys, and we certainly have the time for it. I am the kind of person that has a dream once a year, maybe, that I can remember. Like, I do not normally dream when I'm sleeping. And I had a dream the other night. Now, I have streamed every single day for over 6 years. And you would think that at some point in that time, I would have a dream that related to streaming. And the answer is no, not until now. So I had a dream that I was streaming. And for some craziness, Noxy was streaming and managed to get on the front page of Twitch. And Noxy had 13,000 13,000 viewers, chat. I remember, that was the number. It was 13,000 viewers. And then at the end of Noxy's stream, she very kindly rated me and dropped them all on me. And I was like, oh my god. And I started to be like, oh, I'm not gonna talk this, but I thought it'd be original and do my intro, because, I got these people don't know me. I gotta get their attention. You got seconds to get people's attention before they flake out. And I started choking on nothing. When like a breadcrumb materializes in your lung and you're just like, you're just like, and you like can't talk. And I just start dying, chat. I am choking for real. I'm choking both metaphorically and physically. So I'm just like coughing up a lung, and I just like, grab like water, and there's tears going down my face. I'm like choking so bad. And then finally, like when I get to the point where I can function once again as a human being, I look up and all 13,000 people have left. Like not a single one is still there. Like, every single one is gone. And I'm like, yeah, like, oh my god, what an opportunity. It's gone. Oh, man. And I woke up, like, right then, just, like, sad. And I'm like, what the hell? That's it. That was the freaking dream. Got a huge raid. A lifetime, like, opportunity of a lifetime to, like, grow the channel. I choke and then just die and wake up. What do you mean dream that happened yesterday? Uh-huh. Pretty sure I rated Noxy yesterday. Chip was just sitting on your face while you were sleeping? Maybe. It really do be like that though with like huge raids. Like the day that I got, like, okay, my channel has like just over 80,000 followers, right? 9,000 of those were from one single day that was a really good day. 9K from one day out of 80,000 over 6 years. Like, it really do be like that. Wait, I missed something. Oh, I have to, like, smash my head into that door. Alright. The day that winning the odds of a giveaway... the day that the odds of winning a giveaway tank, yes. Return unexploded firebombs to pirate drop boxes, block mortar shots with shield generators. What? Oh my gosh. Paul Sickle says, I dream about Anka swinging her hips. Oh my god. Gotta sign up for those only Ankas. Is there an expansion giveaway? I have done some. I don't have any right this second. Right now, I am gathering up goods to give away on... Well, I guess I'll announce it again, because there'll be people that don't know about it. On January 20th is when Janther comes out. It's also 3 days before my birthday. So January 20th, I'm going to be streaming the entire day. I'm going to be playing Janther. It's going to be birthday stream, so I'll wear my little party hat. And I'll be doing giveaways. I currently... Wait, did I say January? Sorry, August 20th. The next 20th. Yeah, oh, Janther, yeah, January 20th. Whoops, cat's out of the bag. That's Janther 2, Electric Boogaloo. No, my bad. August 20th. The next 20th is birthday / all day / Janther / giveaway stream. Also, I have, so Twitch partners can apply for getting on the front page of Twitch for special occasions. However, they don't even reply to you unless you get it. I've not gotten a reply, but I did apply for that day. So I'm trying to do everything in my power to make the 20th be another one of those big days. We'll see what happens. However, that is part of the reason I am farming right now. So I have more shiny things to give away that day. ANET in chat. Oh, script. Now we have to delay it till January. I actually have, speaking of like ANET and chat, I have a theory that, okay, At one point, they announced, they said, hey, we're giving you guys a feature in Janthir that you've been asking for 5 years. They were talking about homesteads. My theory is that they were talking about homesteads, and then people on Reddit exploded because it had been 5 years since the last raid wing. And they're like, we're getting a new raid! Ah! And they went crazy. And ArenaNet was like, Bob, make a raid. And Bob's like, come on! You know, like, I 100% believe that that's how it happened. Like, I don't think a raid was planned for Janthir, and they accidentally got people hyped for a new raid, and they're like, we have to make one fast. I 110% subscribe to that. And funny enough, I said this bit once before, and Bobby Stein heard it, who works at ArenaNet, and he's like, I want to say something, but Reddit would explode if I did, so I can't say anything. And I was like, alright. Can I not mount here? Oh my god, I can't mount here. Holy crap, what is this archaic technology? I have to actually use the jump key today? Oh my gosh, I've been playing too many other games. Chat, I just held shift to sprint. And then I was like, why did I do that? Ooh. Ah! I'm suing Blish. It told me to go that way. It said go that way. I was like, all right, I'll follow it. Blish knows what's best. It says go this way, I'll go that way. You also can't use your glider, I noticed. But I was like, I guess I won't die from this fall. I need to follow the line. This is how drivers using GPS drive into a lake. My wife loves that episode. Can you watch Noxy's stream while they are watching your stream? There we go.
Meat truck, why?
Noxy, what are you doing?
Hey, Muk.
Why are you watching my stream?
Why?
Noxy, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Yeah, you're doing a lot of nothing. My stream? Noxy, what are you doing?
Nothing. No. This had became awkward. No.
Your stream is so busy, you're watching my stream do World Map Comp. Alright, she ran off. She ran away. Oh wait, I haven't finished that heart. I told Noxy you dreamt about them. Oh, great. Did they enjoy the story? Hi, Noxy. Yes, what? What do you mean, what? Do we need to get on voice, Noxy? What are we doing? Or I could just clip the story and send it to you. Whatever works. They said you talked about me or something. I wanted to farm you for content, obviously. Do you want me to call you? I'll tell you the story. I don't care. Sorry, I'm a Chaos Goblin. I mean, you watch Noxy. You're definitely a Chaos Goblin. Where'd you get a crossbow skin for rifle? I think it's on the Black Lion key guy. It's called Ebon Hawk crossbow rifle if you want it, if you want to look it up. You can call me if you want and tell me. Fine, I will. Hold on. Where's Nox? You changed your Discord name again. Stop doing that. Okay, here we go. Start voice call.
Oh.
Hi!
I'm here. I hear you.
You hear me?
Yes, and everyone can hear you. Hey,
Yes.
stream, both.
Everyone can hear you as well. Okay, so do I
Nice.
need to tell you the story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright. So, it goes like this. I am not the type of person who has dreams very often, okay? Like, it has been years since the last time I woke up and I remembered having a dream. And
That's
you would,
sad.
Yeah, well, that's just how it be. But, you would think in 6 years of streaming every single day that I had a dream at some point about that incorporated streaming in some element, but no, that's never happened until now. So, I had a dream where you were streaming and you somehow got on the front page of Twitch, you lucky dog. You had 13,000 viewers. That was the number. I
Wow.
remember this very clearly, okay? And at the end of your stream, being the kind individual that you were, you raided me and just dumped 13,000 people on me, okay? So I went from like 300 viewers to
Wait,
13,300.
13 or 30?
13,000.
Okay, okay.
1-3. Yeah, sorry, only 13K. Anyway, 13,000. All right, so you raid me with this, and I'm like, oh shoot, because you know when someone raids you, you've got like 5 seconds to get their attention before people leave. So I'm like, oh yo, hello everyone, my name is Muglock, Douglas Bartholomew Reginald, and then I start just choking on nothing. Like a breadcrumb just appeared in my lung, and I just start like dying. Like I'm just coughing, I'm wheezing, like tears are in my eyes. I'm like trying to get water. I'm just literally trying to just survive. And I'm like, so after a few minutes, I finally managed to become like, you know, a functioning human again. And I look up and literally all 13,000 people have left. And I'm just sitting there and I've got tears in my eyes because I was choking on nothing. And I'm just like, oh my God, what an opportunity. That was such a huge opportunity. And I just wasted it. I lost the whole thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. What a terrible day. And then I woke up and I was just like, what the f? And that's it. And that's it. That's the story I told while you were watching me watch you.
I'm not cold cartridge, but I could do that sometime, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take what I can give.
Oh, that's amazing.
They grow up so fast.
Oh, yeah. I would obviously raid you. You would be the first one who I would raid.
I appreciate that.
It's kind of funny because just related to these like numbers, I was actually always like tempted sometimes when you had like birthdays and whatnot to like just contact someone who is like very big up or something. But I was like, no, because they have like weird, sometimes really weird, like, you know, viewership and like really weird chat people. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because they are very different from your content and I don't think you would appreciate such.
I mean, as long as it wasn't just like a raid full of people like jackals pouring into the chat. If it's anything short of that, I can handle it.
I mean, I don't think you would want like a audience from like XQC or something like that.
Oh, oh
Because
man.
I don't think you would survive something like that.
Oh man, it's really hard to say that I would take that.
Yeah. It's like, you know, the
XQC.
numbers are like there, but like, oh, the people.
Yeah, they're used to watching someone who can't speak properly. I don't think I can, you know, imitate his impediment.
You could try
Oh,
speaking fast, sometimes you can.
chat.
The problem is that you can speak fast, but you still understand, like, people can
The
understand you.
problem is I'm still understandable. I've never been told this before.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I can understand it actually when you're speaking fast. Like, it's really weird.
And English is one of your many languages too.
Yeah, it's not main, but it's the secondary only. You know nothing else but English.
Nice. You can hit me with the you speak English because it's the only language that you know. I speak English because it's the only language that you know. We are not the same.
Also, are you doing word completion?
Yeah, so on August 20th, I want to give out some Legos for the big day. And I've got some of those kits from the Wizards Vault. And I need Gifts of Exploration. And this character, which is 12 years old, was like halfway done. So I'm trying to finish map comp on this character so that when I pick some winners on the 20th, I could just say, hey, pick any of these legendaries from these kits and I'll make it for you. But I need these stupid
it's actually
gifts.
smart.
I need these gifts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Gift of Exploration. Don't you need... Do you have Gift of Battle still?
Yes, I checked. I apparently have 9 of those from the month where I actually enjoyed World v World.
I kind of envy you.
Are you fresh out, I guess?
Yeah, with like the latest ones that I made. I just finished... What is this called? Hold on. The one of the rings. Coalescence, actually. I'm just missing one ring, which is the...
Oh, the raid one.
Word
You did the
versus
raid
Word one. Yes,
Oh boy.
I finished that one. I think last week or sometime, or last week, or before last week. I'm thinking about doing the Word versus Word one, but I'm really dreading it. But
Yeah, if
there
you
is
don't
no...
enjoy World v World, doing any of the World v World legendaries can feel like a slog.
Yeah, I actually only will need what is it called? The provisional? Skirmish tickets. I think that's what it's called, if I recall. I regret starting the hold on, what is it called? Because I still have it worked. The backpack from Word vs. Word. What is it called again?
Warbringer?
Warbringer, yes. I started that and I kind of regret buying the first 2 backpacks for the tickets. Yeah, because that's all I'm sort of missing for the ring. And that was a couple of weeks of work already, and I'm like,
You just need to repair walls for a few weeks, you'll be good to go.
oh yeah, flipping cams. It's slow.
Yes, it is.
Well, that was an enjoyable story. I won't bother you further on though, but thank you, I appreciate the story. It was fun.
Okay, get back to your VTubing, or whatever it was.
Yes.
I didn't see what you were doing.
Hey, it's not that bad, okay?
I didn't say it was
Anyway.
bad, like, you're projecting.
Oh, maybe.
Alright, see ya.
Anyway, thank you. See ya.
Alright, there we go. Is that the first time Noxy's voice has been on my channel? It might be. Yo, I've told this story before, chat, but for those of you who haven't heard this and enjoyed this, I worked with Noxy for a year or 2 before I ever heard their voice. It wasn't important to us, you know? We're not like boomers who demand you show up to work with a suit and tie and do a video interview or anything like that. We didn't care. And then one day, Noxy messages me and was like, "Hey, can we get on voice? I need to tell you something." And I was just like, "Oh shoot, Noxy's breaking up with me. What is this?" And I was just like, "This must be really serious for Noxy to ask me to get on voice, because they've avoided this because they're shy for like a year or 2, right? This is really big." And we get on voice together, and Noxy's like, "Yeah, your mic freaking sucks, and we're gonna fix that today." Okay. Like, what? Yeah, I was not ready. I thought that Noxy was like, yo, I'm freaking moving to Antarctica. I can't work with you anymore. Well, you need to find a new editor. You're like, I thought we were breaking up or something. And then they hit me with that. And I was just like, God damn it. All right. And so I let them remote in and make some changes to my audio settings. They were tired of messing with, apparently they were, Noxy was tweaking my audio on like every video and I didn't know it. Decipher Dwarven headstones and protect Priory researchers. What? Okay. So you World Reward, if you consider going back now, that's not separated world servers, but by guilds. Lately, I just haven't really felt the urge to do World v World. I've just been enjoying, other games. Like, I still am a believer in World v World, and I still, like, tell people about it when I'm, like, trying to essentially sell them on Guild Wars 2. But it's not something I have recently desired to do more of. It's just a lot of the same. Wait, what? Oh. I'm not liking this heart. I think I might be here for a few minutes. Nothing overcomes shyness like getting overly fed up with a client. Yeah. Everyone knows about German efficiency. That's Hungarian efficiency. Tweak it till it annoys the muck out of you and then shout at people about how to fix it. I lost the spark for World v World. It felt so repetitive. Yeah, me too. It's fun sometimes, but I just, like, I'll tell people about it because I think it's a great selling point for the game. It's just not something I have been interested in a bit. This heart is annoying because you have to talk to the NPCs and guess at the tombstones. Yeah, but you can only do the tombstones that are by NPCs. You already deciphered these runes. Like, I need NPCs by the other tombstones. Okay, that was a couple.
Can we go home? I want to go home.
Thanks for your help. I wish the dredge would just leave us in peace.
There's also a big tombstone with a fire boss that gives a lot of percentage. I guess I haven't found that yet. How did I get poisoned?
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
Treasure is the greatest treasure. Unless it's knowledge of how to get the treasure. If you pick wrong, you get cursed from the stones. Oh. The only heart I do now is the one in Sandstone Isles, the one with the Inquest Aegis since I did any. How did Meet You Monday end? I won very convincingly this week. So we might go back to trying 200% difficulty next time. Higher and higher. Higher and higher. Huh? Like higher up on the hill? Huh? Oh. Kilroy Stoneskin? That sounds suspiciously close to Leroy Jenkins. Why are y'all cowering? There's nothing here. Hmm. Almost there. Colors from
Lucky
Chaos. Thank you for the resub. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I did this last week and killed a veteran there for like 30% progress. Yeah, well, he's just not up right now. There. Ugh. Alright. That's the biggest time sink one today so far. Rescue priority researchers, defuse dredge mines, and destroy reinforcement tubes. Ah! I disarmed it with my face. Just saw a new short for Festival of the Four Winds. New short on YouTube? Sure Peaks are absolutely the worst region to do map comp in. Takes hours just to do Lornar's Pass. Oh great, give me something to look forward to. I think Jackals means short pants. Oh. That's very different. Whispered you a link in game. Forgot I'm not in Asura right now. Got my bowl cut. There we go. This one was pretty good. This one's pretty quick. I remember having a hell of a time finding my way to that vista the first time when I didn't have a flying mount. Wada Thing says, I think I might have some kind of brain damage because I started playing this game in late April and I've completed map comp 3 times already just because not having waypoints on alts feels so bad. I don't think that's brain damage. This is, I don't know how many characters I've done map comp on, but I've done it on a few. But this is the first time I think I'm doing it purely just to make legendaries to give away. Okay. Alright. What's next? What is this map? Sparkfly Fen? Oh, hold on. Straits of Devastation is 98%. Let's see. Did they add something there, or did I miss something? There's a... Okay, there's a waypoint in the water. Mm-hmm. Sir Matthias says, I've just started the path to my first legendary. See you next year. I think when I first started putting in, like, the effort to make a legendary, my first one was Frostfang. And I think it took me, like, a month. But these days, like, you know, I've been max level for a while, so I've got, like, all the mats and stuff. It's just a matter of, like, usually I'm missing 1 or 2 key things. And, like, right now it's Gifts of Exploration. All right. Okay, so Straits of Devastation's done. Malcor's Leap. New store item. Is it the shorts that were just linked to me a minute ago? No. Magical cape.
You look like you could handle some drakes.
So this is meant to go with the magical girl outfit? Oh my god. Howdy, Mucky Mugs around the world. Hey, Cavis, what's up? Is it better to start from the legendary set or weapons? Pedro, can you clarify? What do you mean by set? Do you mean like the armor? Or something else entirely when you say set? Yes, the armor. So they're all very different. The weapons you can make Gen 1, which involve like the core game area, or Gen 2, which involve Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, or Gen 3 weapons that involve End of Dragons. Armor is obtained by either raiding, or from PvP, or from World v World, or the open world Secrets of the Obscure method. So you don't have to do just one at a time. You can do multiple. Like, for example, there's a ring, legendary ring from raids, and I used to work on that like once a week when I would raid with other people. But then on the other days, like, cause you know, you can only raid when you're with others. On the other days, I would just work on other stuff.
Right here.
But just depends what you're going for. Also, you know, it depends on why you're doing legendaries. Are you making a legendary just because, like, ooh, shiny, like, I think this looks really cool and I want it? Or are you making it because of, like, quality of life? If you're doing quality of life, then I would say get the legendary that the most of your characters can use. Example, the Season of the Dragons legendary amulet can be used by every single character on your account. But if you make like a legendary sword, only the characters on your account that can use swords can use it. So it will get less use if you play multiple tunes. I want the flexibility of playing various builds.
Let's rock.
Hi, Shugo. For playing various builds, then again, I would say Season of the Dragons first. Season of the Dragons, if you've got the DLCs and stuff for the game to do it, is the only legendary that you're going to make in-game money while you're making it. On the others, you're going to lose in-game money. Season of the Dragons will gain you funds while you're doing that. So that's usually the first one I recommend. Plus, it gives you like a 32 slot bag and an ascended weapon. It actually gives you a precursor weapon. It gives you a precursor for a Gen 3 legendary, which you can use as well. Hey, my K-Chat. Hi, Sanarith. When doing map comp on a new character, I always leave Ore last as a reward for doing all the frustratingly tedious hearts, or having no hearts is such a nice change of pace. It didn't even register to me that there was no hearts here at the moment. I'll take it though. My recommendation is get Legendary Runes for quality of life. Yeah, there's runes and sigils also, too. I would say I value getting the weapons and armor above runes and sigils, personally, because being able to change the stats on those feels more relevant to me, but there is no wrong answer. Currently playing another game, and in that game, inventory is on B. And yours too, I keep pressing B and wondering why nothing's happening. You could possibly rebind it if you go into the key bindings if you want to. But yeah, lots of games use B for backpack or bags or baggy waggies. And then there's also lots of games that use I for inventory. And then there's Elden Ring that uses tab.
Muck needs the new cape and the new fishing rod. He's an advocate of fishing. Just ask about his Black Desert Online experience.
Oh my god. Yes, there are 2 games I've ever played where I will not say I liked fishing, but I didn't mind it. Like, they made it a painless experience, and BDO was one of them. Black Desert Online, when you fish, there's like a mini game that pops up, and if you play the mini game, you can catch the fish in like 20 seconds. If you don't play the mini game and you just sit there and AFK, it will automatically catch the fish after like 2 minutes. So if you just start fishing and literally go AFK, you'll catch 30 fish or treasure per hour or something like that. And that was fine. I AFK fished every night before, like, right before I'd go to bed. I'd just start fishing and come back the next morning with more cash every day. I didn't mind it. But I never played the minigame. I don't think I've ever played a fishing minigame in any game that I enjoyed. There was one funny thing that would happen in BDO, though. There was a... Okay. Black Desert Online chat, if you were above level 56, and it warned you and gave you the option of staying 56, but if you went above level 56, it was PvP everywhere outside of cities. And if you had someone who was fishing in an area and they were AFK and they were not within a city, they were PvP flagged. Now, you might be like, oh, someone attacked them and killed them. It gets way worse. There would be 2 methods of messing with him really bad. Method 1 was there was a class called, it was like the Berserker or something, and he could like tackle you and pick you up and travel like 10 feet with you and throw you back down. So if a Berserker just kept hitting you with that, he could take you on a journey. All right? This is a Berserker with hours to burn. Additionally, if someone gets you really close to the water and then a boat just like ran up on land and kind of beached itself and clipped into you, it would scoop you up and you would be in the boat. And then they could go out and literally just take you across the ocean, or heaven forbid, to the middle of the ocean. And then they log out, so their boat disappeared, and then the fisherman who was AFK just gets dropped in the ocean. Chat, this game did not have waypoints. It did not have teleports. If you log back in and you're in the ocean, you gotta figure out where you are and start swimming home. It was rough, buddy. It was rough. Fish in cities. They tried once the boat on me. I wasn't AFK, luckily. Good. Always fish in cities. Altar of Lissa. I think it's pretty funny how the default key bindings for Guild Wars 2 are used as lingo, like here in the rotation press F2, but literally no one uses default key bindings. We're all just translating what it means to our own setup. Muckler, look at when it says Chef John's hotbar called F1. Well, yeah, I try to call it by what I think you guys need to hear. I dare say the effort to get the Leggy rings is comparable to one full set of Leggy armor. I mean, Coalescence is the reason I did like all those raids and stuff. But yeah, it has lots of weird quests and stuff. Conflux, in terms of like describing what you have to do, it's easy. You just go stand in World v World for like 6 months or something. It takes a long time. But actually doing it is more difficult than just saying what you have to do there. If it makes you feel better, Mike, there's a mod in Stardew for fishing. I don't know what it does, but yeah, even STV players don't always like the fishing mechanics. Yeah. Now, fishing is an activity. Look, like, I've been real fishing, you guys. Fishing is an activity of patience. It involves a whole lot of sitting there and doing nothing, waiting for the one moment you get to do something. And it's just an activity that it's inherently I don't enjoy. And, like, when you make video game versions of it, I still don't enjoy it. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I already have this done? I guess so. I guess I did this 12 years ago. She's like, why are you back? Gift of Battle is nothing compared to the skirmish tickets. Yeah, if you're working on Conflux, while working on it, you will get like 10 Gifts of Battle. Because you're just going to be in there so long, as long as you have that reward track up. The bad thing about BDO streamers is all of them just grind, which is dull. True, true. I enjoyed BDO as a game. I do not think it makes a good show. I do not think you guys would be entertained if I went back to trying to stream that. It is a very repetitive game, but it is, you know, monkey brains sometimes have fun watching number go up. Ow. I recently farmed for Conflux and ended a 10 gifted battle by the time I was done with the tickets. Not surprised. Looks like you played a lot of MMOs. What hooked you up on Guild Wars 2? Pedro, I played Guild Wars 1 for a bit. So when Guild Wars 2 first came out, I thought I would like it. And I played it for a month. I got to max level, I got bored, and I moved on to another game. So I enjoyed it for like a month. I didn't regret my purchase or anything, but I only played it for like a month. Then, like 5 years later, a coworker of mine was like, hey, you played Guild Wars 2 before, right? I was like, yeah, it was fun. And he's like, you know, they've gotten some new expansions since you last played it, and this new one, I think it looks like something you would enjoy. I was like, oh, I'll take a look. And I can't really put my finger on what changed, like, exactly that made it so addicting to me, but when I tried it again, I was hooked, and I could not put it down. This was after Path of Fire chat. So from my perspective, Living World Season 1, 2, 3, and Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire had all come out since I played it the previous time. And I played it, and got freaking hooked on it, loved it, and haven't been able to really put it down since. So, and then I tried my hand, you know, that was when I tried making like YouTube videos and stuff, and kind of found a knack for that. And now lots of people know me as like the Guild Wars 2 guide person, or one of them. That's pretty much it. Even today, at this point, you know, I've got like 8,000 hours in the game. I've done pretty much everything. There are days when I get burned out on it because I've played it so much, but I still, you know, we've built like a huge community around it and stuff like that, so I'm always here at least one day a week. Thought it was the 1,000 minions on Necro. That was what got me to try it again, yeah, but it wasn't what kept me here, because remember, that had already been nerfed. But yeah, I honestly, after 7 years of EverQuest and like 10 years of World of Warcraft, I was surprised that I was able to get hooked on another game. I kind of thought that the part of my brain that enjoyed MMOs to the point of playing them for years, I kind of thought I had just burned that part out, you know? Like, because I had had so little desire to play anything that looks like WoW. And like, look, for the people that are like, oh, you should try FF14. Please understand, like it looks like WoW, right? It's got the hotbar. You have a mana bar. You hold still to cast spells. You wait for aggro. It looks like WoW. And to be fair, the people that made FF14 said it was heavily inspired by World of Warcraft. So I find it really hard to get into games that look too similar to it because I've already played that for a decade. But this plays very differently. I'm sorry, is my mech underwater? Hey. Come here. Go hit that jellyfish. It's broken. It's not actually working. Dang it. Yo, that was the most exciting thing all week, chat. Wait, no, the 13,000 raid that didn't actually happen was the most exciting thing. It's the second most exciting. Can it tank? Doubt it. It's not gonna be getting aggro if it's not punching and stuff. Wow. I would have gone right past this. Thank you, dotted line. That seems like one of those things I might have had to Google for. Finding the entrance to that. Look at my guy, chat. Oh, it's ruined. What? I followed the dotted line. I got kicked out. Hi.
He flew over to you with his open arms and stuff.
Hi, Chip. He's like, help. I realize you're trying to make him pet me, but it makes me very scared when you're pointing some of his knives at me.
He doesn't have any knives out yet.
Yet. Yeah, but there's no warning when he decides that he's had enough. And if you have his paws by my eyeballs, I'm scared. Thank you for the visit.
Well, at least he won't claw me.
At least he won't claw. Yes, that's the important part, right? At least he won't claw you. Dang it, did it teleport me again? It did. Bye. I still don't have that waypoint. Dairy Muck, I've had a part of my Slayer turn off. I can't. I just supposed to check. Ah! I would like to unsubscribe from that conversation. Do not drive into the wall. Okay. Get close to the window underwater. Don't use the skimmer.
It begins.
Got it. Thank you for the tip. Okay. Also, baby nails. No, I'm not reading another message from you. Unsubscribe. You made me go, heh. Oh, look, it's Noah's Ark. I've been seeing Mug play Plunderstorm, and we can't even play it ourselves. Did Plunderstorm end? It's funny, I just recently did a 3v3 Total War Warhammer thing with Fairlight. And some people in my chat were commenting on, like, cause and effect. They're like, because World of Warcraft released Plunderstorm, we're now watching land boats run over marauders on land. And Fairlight was like, yeah, pretty much. I imagine they'll bring it back. It seemed like it was pretty popular. Like, it seemed well received. What's the rewards of the new bonus event? Is it worth doing it? I haven't looked into it. I already have a project I'm working on. Mike, I find pet management and combo fields of finishers and ranger harder to manage than Ellie. Pet management? Okay. What game modes are you playing in? I will say in PvE, you hardly have to manage your pet at all. In PvP, you do a lot of pet micro. What the heck? That is not the mount I chose. 4v1 PvP, yeah. Oh, okay, well, yeah, then in that one, you gotta be careful with it. In those game modes, you usually have the pet on passive and you remote control it. Plunderstorm was enjoyed by people playing it, but most of the WoW player base played it for the reward and despised it. That's so silly. Like, right now, they're doing Return to Season 3. I recognize if I don't do Return to Season 3, I will not get the reward for Return to Season 3. Oh my god, I'm going to die. What was I saying? However, I'm not mad at other people because I don't want to do Return to Season 3. Like, I think that's pretty silly to do something. And then, like, just because you want the shiny thing. And let's be real, you're talking about the WoW players that are collectors. They want the transmog or whatever, or the mount or whatever it is, just for their collection, and then they're never going to use it. But they're just complaining about what they have to do to get it. Is he doing map comp? Yes. As it says in the stream title, I need more gifts of exploration to be able to make more legendaries so that I can give them away. And so today we're doing map comp. Wow. What? How did I miss so much stuff? What the heck? Alright. Let's go to the first one. I messed up following the line. Don't worry, he'll read it and forget in a minute or two. What? Don't forget you have that one sky skill skin and combat skill to save your butt when you don't pay attention. Yeah, but I was in like a small cave. I don't think, you know, switching my hit points to the less hit point sky skill was going to help me there. We got out alive, it's fine. You can invis drops aggro. I got out alive. You're like, yeah, hey, you got out alive wrong. Like, no, we're fine. Okay. You just tend to forget about some keys. I forget. You, the person who forgets that they have told me every day that they forget things because you have amnesia and you forgot that you had it, are telling me that I forget. It's true, I forget things, but I feel like I shouldn't have to hear it from you. Okay. Is that the last one? Yeah, I went right past these things. You can get out alive better. Yeah, I did it all wrong. There we go. Let's see. Merchant. Sell junk. Where's that blue thing? There we go. Salvage blue and white items. And salvage green items.
This was the part of the plan. Retreat!
Why is the sun exploding above my head? Alright, that clears some bag space. Those are small bags. This is not a character I play much. 67%. We're almost nice. Next, map. Black line key. We've gotten one black line key today from this. We've not been super lucky with those. Longtime lurker, what do you think is the best class from a returning player that hasn't played in a couple years? I would say there is no just flat out best class. It depends on what you're looking for. To give you some examples, okay, looks like I can skip this. Like what type of thing do you want to play? Do you want to be like an archer? Do you want to shoot fireballs? Do you want to have minions? Do you want to be melee? Like, what are you vibing? What's your vibe? I used to play a lot of melee. Okay, there are melee builds for literally all 9 of the base professions. So, do you want to do magical melee or just like muscle melee? Like, you're just like a warrior? You know, nothing wrong with the classics. Like, Necromancer can become a Reaper, and a Reaper is melee, and they are extremely chill and easy to play. DD Catalyst. I absolutely do not recommend playing any form of Catalyst. Sorry, Catalyst players. I am driving players away from you. Get that crap out of here. Wait. Did that interrupt me? Oh my god. Yeah, I did. Alright. Let's see. Over that way. Power Tempest is hot right now and super easy. Yes, Tempest is fine. I'll say Tempest is fine. I don't think I'd recommend LA. No, LA Tempest is totally cool. I got no problem with Tempest. Weaver and Kata, I think, are just for people that really, really like to hurt themselves. And if that's your thing, that's fine. But he asked me what I recommend, and it ain't that. Yay, underwater mech without a mech or a tool belt. Stop interrupting me. Why am I doing a cannonball? Oh my gosh. The way he did that made me think of...
Oh.
That.
Good.
Okay. Okay, let's go there. Alright. Pistol, Deadeye Thief is pretty good for open world, I think. Yeah, but he said melee. Pistol is not melee. Muscle melee, I like that. Killing mobs with pure beefcake. I cast fist. Beefcake. MJB says, okay, I've played every class, I think. How do you decide your main? Whichever one, when you play it, makes your brain make the happy juice. The fun chemicals. The forbidden F word that Reddit hates. That one's your main. For me, it was more Ranger with a side serving of Engineer and Necromancer.
Oh no! Look out!
Ex-Nudist subscribed with Prime. I'm very proud of you getting over your problem. Thank you for the support. What is happy? It's when you eat orange chicken. They gotta rework Underwater Mechanist. You're telling me Mechanist can't make anything that would be useful underwater. Yeah, it's dumb. Because, like, Mechanist gives up tool belt to get a mech. Underwater, you don't have the mech, and you don't have a tool belt. So you're worse than a vanilla engineer that never bought End of Dragons. It's silly. It is silly. Muck, you'd eat better Chinese food. Yo. I enjoy what I enjoy, okay? I put orange chicken on my tongue, and my tongue says yes. Usually, if I go to, you know, real Chinese place, I'm a Mongolian beef kind of guy. How's that? Is that okay? Is that gonna get you off my back? Oh, wait, we missed a hero point. Go back. But I do love me some extremely unhealthy Americanized Chinese food. I actually watched a video the other day that some person on my Discord sent me. And it was like the history of Panda Express. I had no interest in watching that, but I was like, yeah, sure, why not? They sent it to me, so I watched it. It was kind of interesting. It started as like it was called like, what was it, Panda Diner or something? It was just like a mom and pop shop that barely made enough money to support the people that worked there. And then one of the dudes there got married, and his wife was like an IT graduate, and she's like, oh man, I can make your computer system for like your registers and stuff be way better. And she just made a new system that like automatically helped order the food and stuff when whenever they'd be low on an ingredient. Like it kept stock of everything, and it made it easier to order food. So like the time it took to serve customers went way down. And then it became like a in and out Chinese place because their service was so fast. And then after that, they started expanding and making new locations, and now they're just like a freaking billion-dollar empire. Have a linker YouTuber with the build. Everything I've seen seems to be mostly ranged. Hold on. What's the thing? Does Mesmer have a good melee build? I think it's one of the few classes that doesn't really have one. Mesmer has lots of builds that are like short to mid-range, and they usually stack with the other melee in their party. I will say that Virtuoso currently is one of the strongest extremely long-range options. So it has very, very long range, which is the opposite of what you asked for, but I'm just saying. Power Chrono is good. You played a lot of MMOs, Muck. What were your reasons for dropping them? MMOs are the same as any other game. If you're not having fun, you know, move on. The main thing we play games is to have fun. A lot of people forget that. My first MMO was EverQuest. I got hooked on that in like, was it 2000 or so? EverQuest was awesome at the time. It was great. It was one of one of the dominant MMOs of that time period. This is before World of Warcraft even came out. Really enjoyed it. Played that for like 7 years, you know, and later on, EverQuest 2 came out and World of Warcraft came out like back to back. And like many people, I didn't really understand why EverQuest 2 was coming out. Like I was like, okay, I guess EverQuest 1 is done. So, this is one of the reasons why I tell people that they have to be so careful if they announce a Guild Wars 3. Because when EverQuest 2 came out, they marketed it kind of poorly, and everybody thought that this was like a replacement for EverQuest 1, so why keep playing EverQuest 1? There's no point to it. And the player base of EQ1 just absolutely tanked from that misunderstanding, combined with how well that World of Warcraft did. But I played EQ2, I got to max level. I was like the second person to max level on my server in EQ2, and there was like no end game activity. There was nothing to do. So I was like, okay, well, I'm bored here. So then I tried WoW, and then I just honestly had a ton of fun playing WoW at the time. Played that for 10 years, but I will admit that like half the time I was playing WoW, I was having fun with WoW. The other half of the time I was playing it was essentially that I had made friends there, and I was playing, like, raiding and stuff to play with those friends, you know? Like, it wasn't specifically because, oh boy, I can't wait to log in and do dailies and kill Cho'Gath for the 500th time. No, it was because I was their main tank, they were depending on me so that they could do this, and I enjoyed playing with them, and I didn't mind playing it. You know, so the enjoyment halfway through definitely went down, but I kept doing it because people depended on me and I enjoyed playing with them, and then that was it. And the last few months were especially like I was there for the other people, not for the game. But after that, my wife got pregnant with Gabe, and then she was close to having him, and then also I changed jobs, so I told them that I needed to stop raiding, because I was raiding like 20 hours a week. So I was like, yeah, guys, I gotta stop. All this is going on. And I'm still in touch with a bunch of those people because I raided with them for so many. Like, I'm closer to some of those people than some like family members because I raided with them for so many years. So that was awesome. Also, Latinocola, thank you for the YouTube membership. Appreciate that very much. Welcome. So I raided with them for a long time, and then in different times, I played Black Desert Online for a year. I played WildStar for a while, if any of you remember WildStar. I played Rift. I really enjoyed Rift for what it was, but in my opinion, it just never really took off. I played Guild Wars 1, if that even counts as an MMO. There was quite a few others that I, played for like a month or a year or something like that. But EverQuest and World of Warcraft are the ones that took like, huge chunks of my life. Let's see. Hold on. All right, so I got that. Wait, am I going the right way? I have gotten turned around at some point. No, all right, I need to go there. I need to go over there. WildStar's a great game. WildStar Diamond's Champ, yeah. Ragnarok Online was mine, such a nostalgia to think about it. Yeah, dude, even just like the loading screen music for EverQuest is just like a punch in the nostalgia for me because I heard it so many times. You ever played Gates of Andorra? No, I've not heard of that. The fact that you put a Kappa face there makes me think it's some kind of dirty game or something, but no, I don't know what that is. Alright, I think I need to go there and then look in there. Never played WildStar. What was the combat like in that game? Wasn't terribly different from Guild Wars 2. Like, you could move while casting spells. There was even a class that was similar to a Mesmer. Someone has to remind me what it was called. Like, they would make, like, flying knives out of, like, light and then, throw them at the enemy and stuff like that. The medic had skill shot-based heals and things like that. So it was not super different from Guild Wars 2. But it was a bit more crass, It was kind of like the Borderlands series. Like, you would level up and it'd be like, badass! Like, it would play like an electric guitar and stuff like that. It was kind of funny. But that is what it was. That's what it was. I never got into any communities in that game. I think Noxy did more in that game than I did. I just played it solo for a long time for what it was. I heard their housing system was awesome. I never really dipped my toes into that. It's like, I saw that it was there, but I didn't really touch on that. Okay, I just got knocked backward. You follow Ashes of Creation. A little bit. Hang on. There's one simple fact about Ashes of Creation that in my mind sets it apart from other MMOs. There's only one thing. And give me a moment, I'm trying to pull it up right now. This is the list of classes. There's 64 of them. So they're using a dual class system, similar to Guild Wars 1. So you pick, there's 8 base classes and you pick a main and a secondary, and you can pick the same one for both. So even if you only like, I don't know, Bard, you can be a minstrel, a scryer, a blade dancer, a sorcerer, a bow singer, a charlatan, an enchanter, an argent, a soul weaver, a tellsword, a magician, a song warden, a trickster, a song caller, or a siren. Now, that's going to be an absolute nightmare to balance, but if they can pull it off, oh baby. Because if you have a favorite class, guess what? They got 15 flavors of your favorite class. That, to me, is the most exciting bit. The rest of it is just like, okay, it's an MMO. Like, to me, as someone who's played many MMOs. The rest of it is just like, okay, it's an MMO. Alright, we're gonna have to go way southeast of this. That is the main thing about it, for me. Star Wars Galaxy is still going strong with a 1,000-person private server. Star Wars Galaxy. Was that the Star Wars? There was one Star Wars MMO I tried that I had a bad experience that I've told this story a few times before. I don't remember if it was Galaxies. My dude is... there it goes. I don't know if it was Galaxies, but I've heard that it's changed a lot since then. Do you guys know there's a chest that spawns on that boat, and when you open it, it has a very small chance of having like a 300 gold item in it. But it's got a long respawn. There was a while where I would check it. I parked a character here and I would check it each day, and then eventually I was like, why am I doing this? Because I never got it. Okay. Alright, hero point down there. I really enjoyed the dual class system Guild Wars 1. Ashes of Creation sounds interesting. I can also recommend Grim Dawn if you like ARPGs and like dual class systems. It has the same type of thing. You pick two classes and make a hybrid. It's like if you want to make like if you combine like Necromancer plus Warrior, you could basically make like a Death Knight, you know, things like that. Sure wish I had my mech right now. Maybe you should add a grenade kit to the underwater version of this build. How different are each of the AOC classes, though? That's what we don't know. If Songcaller and Siren are just different colors of Bard, then it's going to be stupid, right? But we don't know yet. But that's the main thing that has me interested enough to keep an ear out for new news on the game. What do you think about PvX and AOC? No opinion. I mean, I've played Black Desert Online, and it's largely a PvP-focused game. I've played EverQuest and WoW, where the open world are largely PvE-focused, unless you're on specific servers. So I'm fine either way. As long as I know what I'm getting into, I can play either one. Your bad Star Wars experience was on SOTOR, but you played it in an early build and went through a similar arc as yours too, where the current live game is leaps and bounds a bit different. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I know that some people had told me that the new game now is no contest to what it was. But I was just explaining that my only experience in that game was that brief one long ago. Muck, do you ever use the Jackal? Rarely. Like, most of the time, Skyscale's faster to get around. Like, right here, the Jackal's not gonna freaking help me. On a, like, open stretch of land, the, if it's long enough, the Roller Beetle's the fastest. If it's not long enough, the Raptor's the fastest. It's actually rare conditions where the Jackal is the fastest one. The Jackal, when it's teleporting forward, still goes the... Okay, like, if a Raptor is going up a ramp and you jump forward, you barely go forward at all. If a Jackal is going up a long ramp and it teleports forward, it still goes the full distance. So a Jackal will be the best when you're in really tight corridors because it turns sharper, or when you're going uphill. But the rest of the time, most of the other stuff feels like it pulls ahead. Wait, did I miss something there? Oh, there's a hero challenge right here. Jackal's best for going upstairs. Yeah, and then of course the sand portals, which it's the only thing that can do that. There we go. Nice. 69%! Nice! Ugh. You can tell I don't do this much. Alright. Let's see. We're done with that. Alright, Siren's Landing. That's Living World. I don't have to do that. Mount Maelstrom, Timberline Falls. Okay, what is this? Sparkfly Fin. Jackal also has the smallest hitbox, so going through tight hallways or let you stay on it. Yeah, there's a few small tunnels in the game where you can go through them on the Jackal, but you can't go through the, like, there's one in Bitterfrost. There's a tunnel that leads up to the town, and if you go through it, you can go through it on the Jackal, but not on some of the other mounts. So that's handy sometimes. But yeah, it's the Jackal, it kind of makes me think of like one of those really tiny cars. You remember the movie The Italian Job? And they had those teeny tiny cars. They literally drove through the guy's house with the cars because they were so small. The Jackal is that car. There you go. Metaphors. Mini Coopers. Yeah, sure. The Jackal's a Mini Cooper. What about a smart car? Yo, okay. I don't want to smart anything other than a smart family, okay? Y'all remember the like, there are people with smart fridges that can't get their fridges open right now because the locks are shut and the fridge is blue screened. They're literally have their food held hostage. No. If you are truly an IT person, you do not want smart anything. Like, you have a weapon ready for if your printer makes a weird noise. No. I do not want a smart car. What is this? Defend Swamp Watch Post. Okay. Good luck people who have their house smarted. Yeah. Yeah, someone just hacks their way in. Artio, hey, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Welcome. If you're here for really exciting content, you have come to the wrong place. We are... I'm trying to make more legendaries for a giveaway I have planned next month, so I'm doing map comp. Welcome. You don't want an AI enhanced bidet? Oh my gosh, that's just pooping on challenge mode. No. No. Dude, I've seen videos of people who can't start their Tesla because there is like the charger is stuck and it won't release the charger and the car won't let you start it while the charger is plugged in. So they can't like leave their house because the car won't start because it's too smart. I've seen videos of people who can't access their smart fridge because of the CrowdStrike thing the other day, so their food is held hostage, and they can't get into the fridge without breaking it. Like, no, I don't want anything that smart. Normal fridge appliance, normal toaster, like, it's all fine. That's all fine. What fridge runs on Windows? Hold on. There you go. That's the picture that's been going around. That's the guy who can't access his food. "99% sure that's a meme." No one would just lie on the internet, right? Like, that people wouldn't do that. There was also, a few years ago, there was someone who, like, their thermostat was getting messed with by, what was it? I think it was in Texas or something, because Texas is always having problems with their power grid. And, like, they had, like, a smart thermostat, and the thermostat company was, like, being intrusive and messing with it to, like, limit them and stuff like that. I was just like, man, no. I don't want anyone outside my house having control over that. No. Okay. Hold on, this way. Wait, did I miss a... Okay, no, that's later. All right. Because their power grid is dumb. Their power grid is dumb. That is true. Now, like, I love the idea of having cool appliances that, you know, take jobs from me. Like a Roomba, right? But I don't want... Yeah, I've seen too many horror stories, man. Like, okay, alright. Roomba. A Roomba scoots around and basically does a poor job of sweeping the floor for you, but it does it every day, right? However, I saw a story where a guy's pet, his dog, had an accident in the house. He pooped downstairs. And the Roomba ran over it. And then painted the entire downstairs with fecal matter. Just a thin layer across the entire downstairs while they were asleep. Alright? Another one I saw, guy had a Roomba, and it ran over a small rock, like a piece of concrete from because they'd been doing some construction, and it continued around the house, and it just went and just carved a line, like keying a car on his entire downstairs, because it was dragging this little sharp piece of rock as it traveled around. Okay? Like, no, there's too many ways these things go bad. No, I don't need any of these things. Like Chip, it's rare, but Chip throws up from time to time. He's a living being. He gets sick from time to time. I don't need a Roomba painting the downstairs with his vomit. We're good. We're good. I'd rather have the rock than the poop. I was expecting that thing to get... Oh, no, it did give up! Ah! I was expecting it to get up, but we're just gonna burn the body. And then it got up, and then we had a burning zombie. I was like, no, it's worse. Muck the Ludite? I mean, not that lewd. I don't think I know what that word means. Smart appliances are sold to dumb people so they can buy services to fix smart appliances and the mistakes they made. I'm stuck between a rock and a poop place. Any chance you could share the hardware you're playing on at the moment? Is there a command for it? Yeah, if you do !PC, there is a webpage that has what I'm currently using. No network computers on this ship. Captain Monk of the Battlestar Galactica.
Monthly Cordon Bleu funds.
Cordon Bleu funds? Cordon Bleu. Chicken cordon bleu. Thank you. Yes, this is a great channel for using your Amazon Primes. For any of you that didn't know that you could use that and get a free sub and then get no more ads. It's true. Luddites were members of a 19th century movement of English textile workers who opposed the use of certain types of automated machinery due to concerns. They just didn't want to be OSHA regulated. Oh my god, you're right, right? Drock, thank you for the Prime sub. Another satisfied customer. They had a point. Yo, look, don't get me wrong. Like, when I go to Krispy Kreme, I love watching the machinery there make, pump out 10,000 glazed donuts per minute, okay? Some of these things are fun to watch, okay? I just don't want AI controlling my house. AI can get hacked. AI is controlled by, like, services and stuff like that. I don't want those people having access to my stuff. I don't want the state of Texas controlling my thermostat from long range. I don't want poop Roombas. I don't need any of that. Although I do like those memes where someone's like, here's someone break into my house, say, Alexa, intruder detected, lights go out, red floor lights come on, Doom music starts playing, release the Claymore Roombas.exe. Like, I enjoy the memes and stuff, but I don't need Claymore Roombas. I just like to enjoy from a distance.
Go now.
This one, kill.
And now I wonder how many got triggered from saying it. Oh my gosh. I'm triggered that you use the word triggered. Hold on, Muck, you always need Claymore Roombas. Uh-huh. I also love Stabby. Oh, the Roombas with knives.
Anyone
Hi.
not fighting get to safety
Thank
in the
you.
temple. Go now.
Oh, look at that one.
I know.
I know, yes.
It begins.
Chat, remember earlier when someone said, what is happiness? And I said, it's when someone brings you orange chicken. Fried rice, also acceptable. My wife made fried rice the other day. She just reheated leftovers for me.
The light fades.
The best Roomba is Michael Reeves' Roomba that screams whenever it hits something. I use my last pet chip funds to hide you when you're dying on stream. Oh my gosh. I mean, oh, well, we'll do it now. I'll decide if I want to leave it on or not. You have fried rice problems? No, fried rice is one of my, like, favorite dishes, right? And my wife and I have been married, like, I don't know, 10 or 12 or 20 years or something. Don't tell her I said that, I'll get in trouble. Anyway, for like 10 of those years, she never made fried rice a single time. You know, I didn't care, she just never made it. And then recently, she tried making it, and it wasn't as hard as she thought it was gonna be. And since then, she's made it like 5 more times. And I'm like, yeah! Like, oh my god, it's freaking great. Like, suddenly my favorite dish is on the menu? Like, yo, all right, let's go. So this is another one of those times. Make it yourself, dude. I'm in here working hard. Do you not see me working hard right now? I am earning a minimum wage for my household. I gotta put my kid through public school. We literally do not see you right now. No, it's just like a VTuber sleeping stream. You just gotta trust that I'm here. I'm sorry, where is this hero point? Hold on, I missed a turn somewhere. Oh, okay. What? I'm communing with a dead shark. What does Miss Muck do for work? At the moment, she brings me fried rice and helps out at home. So when alright, story time. When I started streaming, it was just a hobby. I did it a few hours a day in my own time, after work, 9 to 5, all that stuff. My wife also works, so we're a double income household. Later, fast forward a few years, when I started being able to do this full time, then I was doing this full time, and my wife was still going to work at her job. Things improved a little bit on this end, and there was a day where she was just talking about how much she freaking hated her job. I'm sure none of you can relate. And I was like, honey, it's just etiquette, because she does the finances for the house. I was like, do I make enough that you could quit your job if you wanted to? And she's like, things would be tight, but yeah. And I'm like, do you want to quit your job? You seem really unhappy right now. And she's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just ranting, it's cool. 3 bad days later, she's like, I'm f***ing done. She's like, is that offer still on the table? And I was like, yeah. And so after that, I was like, look, I could give you like an hour or 2 of work a day that you could take off of my hands. Like my second YouTube channel, Mukluk Plays, it has a playlist for everything I do on stream. So like last night's stream was basically cut up into episodes for the games we played and then added to their associated playlists for people who want to watch there. And you know, that is something that takes time each day. So she handles a lot of that now with Birdtree, who's another user who helps out. So she took like an hour or 2 of work off my hands each day, and then she just handles the household stuff. And then so at this point we are just me as far as the income thing goes. But that's how it happened. But yeah, for like 10 years together we were double income. Like this arrangement is pretty recent. Mishmuk stream 1. She has been on the stream in the past. However, she is not really comfortable with being seen on stream right now, and I respect that. Like, I'm certainly not going to pick that battle. She feels that, and she's correct. I'm just telling you her feelings. She feels that, a woman, when visible on Twitch, is, held to a very different standard than a guy that's visible on Twitch. And so she just really doesn't want to be seen. And I'm like, okay. So that's pretty much it. There is some really old VODs if you really wanted to see them for some crazy reason, you could see her. But currently she doesn't want to be on the camera. So she can't let her beard grow. I mean, she could look like ZZ Top for all you know. VTuber Mrs. Muck win. Would you ever join up like Yours Do with you? These days, she's not really interested. For example, like, nearly every single day, I spend an hour or two playing video games with Gabe. Or doing some other activity. And we always invite her, but these days, it's like almost like as a joke, because we know she's always going to say no. She's not had any interest in video games in many years. So it's she's usually reading books or watching movies when she's doing her recreational time. Well, I just want to keep hiding that his wife is a Norn. Big lady. Yeah, she is 8 feet tall. You guys will figure it out once Gabe starts growing much, much taller than me. In truth, she's running the local chapter of the Russian mob in Makasushai, tell us. Oh, I've absolutely told you about the mob.
What's this about me?
I was talking about Anna. I wasn't talking about you.
I heard.
It's not always about you, you know.
But you said my name.
No, don't think I did.
We have it recorded.
I do have it recorded, yes.
The pain's here.
Grand Palby, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome. Just saying, I would watch VTuber Muck family stream. Oh boy. Yeah, we do have a Gabe Fix the Door Place. We do have a another possible recorded thing. I don't know if I'll do it live on stream or just record it and put it on Mukluk Plays. But Gabe and I recently finished playing Escape the Backrooms together. And we're looking at doing Chained Together soon. Which should be more insanity. We all think Muck is sitting down, but he's standing. This is a dwarf. Hold on a sec. Gabe! Fix the door, please. It's not how I had it. Thank you. He freaking bursts in here, leaves the door open, walks away. Alright. I hope Escape the Backrooms gets better endings when it fully releases. Oh my gosh, that ending. I won't say what it was, but ugh. Did you and Gabe do Raft? Yeah, we played Raft for the first time on a Father's Day, I think. And then we recorded the rest of our playthrough of it, and it's all on Mukluk Plays if you want to watch it. OMG, door open. Well, no, the door thing. All right, so the living room is right there, and there is here. I'll show you. Hang on. All right, so there's the door. You see all that light? There's a lot of light out there, and when that door is open, the light from that room is shining right in my face, and it's very bothersome. So that's why I usually have the door like almost closed so Chip can come and go. So when my wife or my kid run in and they knock the door open and they leave it open, I'm like, ah. The immersion is ruined. Muck is not yours to as a floating upper body. What? If light shines on Muck's skin, we all go snowblind. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tan by opening Notepad. Need dark screen living room, that mode. I have blackout curtains in here blocking the sunlight just because it makes a glare, but... Muck is vampire confirmed. That could be fun. Do these count? Yeah, these count. In your opinion, what's the best looking legendary weapon? Binding of Hippos. Binding of Hippos. Hang on a sec. So Binding of Hippos is this book. And when you get in combat, your left arm gets all like big and demonic, and the book floats in front of you. And the pages turn, and there's writing glowing on the pages and moving around. There's an eye on the front of the book that looks around. Your projectiles all become floaty eyeballs. The clasps on the book move around, stuff like that. This is my favorite one. But it's a focus. And focus is the weapon that the least classes in the game can use. So there's not many people who can use it. Since you stream every day, do you never go on family holidays or travel? I don't like doing that. I mean, we still, like we take Gabe out to places and stuff like that. But my wife and I are both hermits. Like, most of the time, we would rather, like, a vacation for us is just hanging out at home and no one bothering us. So no, like, my parents were really good to me as a kid. Well, they're divorced now, but when I was growing up, they were really good. And we went on vacations from time to time. And almost every, like, guys, I've been to the Grand Canyon. I was like, wow, that's a big ditch. Can I go to the hotel room? They had a Cartoon Network. Like, I just don't see the world through the same filter that they did. So, like, I've seen some pretty impressive things, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Can I go back inside? Feels like this quest area is so barren. It's tough to find stuff to interact with. Hey Muck, I hope it's very good. I'm playing Guild Wars 2 watching your stream. By the way, I'm the random guy who said he wanted to see you play with Mirage Alak. Oh boy. Well, welcome back. What are the arrows on your screen? Is that an add-on? Yeah, it's an overlay. It's the pathing module in Blish HUD. It just draws a line on the fastest route between all of the points of interest for world completion. So if you want to just turn your brain off and just follow the dotted line, you'll eventually get world completion done. Right now I'm doing this heart that's right here. When I was 11, my family did a tour of Arizona and Nevada, and like 9 out of 10 places was holes in the ground. I used to live in Utah, and there's a running joke in Utah that, you know, God made Utah, and he is like, he smoothed out the land, and then he shaped the mountains, and he carved out the rivers, and then as he stood up, he did this over Arizona. They will tell you that straight up out there. Let's just forget dust storms and dirt everywhere. Tez Trails is faster, but you need a brain of it. Yeah, I set up Tez Trails, and I got all this UI stuff all over my screen, and it said, all right, tip number 1. This is for tryhards. If you want to turn your brain off and do a world map cop, use Tekkit. And I was like, okay. And I turned it off. So that's it. I had Tez Trails on for 30 seconds, and I followed the directions. I turned it off and installed Tekkit. You grew up in Utah? Only partially. My dad was in the Navy when I grew up, so I'm what they call a Navy brat. So I grew up in many, many different locations. So I was born in Pensacola, Florida, but they were evacuated from there like 2 weeks later because of a hurricane. And then they were evacuated from the place they evacuated to from a second hurricane. So then my first memories are in like Virginia. And then they moved back to Florida because they really like hurricanes. And we lived in the Florida Keys for a while. And then I went to Georgia for a long time, until like 9th grade. And then they moved to Utah because my dad got work out there, so I went to high school in Utah. Then they moved back to Georgia because my dad finished that job. And so I went to college in Georgia, and then I got married out here, and I'm still in Georgia now. So I've been in a bunch of different places. Navy in Utah. No. My dad was out of the Navy by the time we got to Utah. That was like, he just got a job there. Just unrelated to the Navy. All of the moves up until that point were Navy, though. Do you like peaches? Because Georgia is the peach state. They're okay from time to time. And peaches are the state fruit here. I know Florida is oranges. I don't know any of the others. Is Georgia considered the South? Yeah, it is. Georgia on USA map. Hang on. Open image.
Can't believe it's almost been 2 years.
Yeah.
Hope you and family are doing
I'm
well.
over
Less
here.
than 3. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Benavis. Appreciate you. So, like, I was born right there, and then evacuated from a hurricane, and then we moved, like, over here, and then we moved down here, and then we moved over here, and then my dad got a job out here, and then we finished the job when I finished high school, and then we moved back out here, and then bing, 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 bing right here, and now I'm here. What is your favorite fruit, Mr. Mukluk? I don't know that I have a favorite. Kill pests. Rats? Yes. Spent most of your life down in the south? Yep. You live fairly close to me, Muck. I live in South Carolina. Don't stalk me, bro. Where do we do this quest? Do marsh drakes count? Nope. Yeah, I find it helpful to show the map because a lot of my EU audience, they think I'm talking about Georgia the country, so I always have to clarify. Wow, blasting that frog gave me quest credit. I will say the aquarium in Atlanta is a must-see in Georgia. There's they've got a giant aquarium in Atlanta, and they also have the Coca-Cola Museum, which I went there once as a kid on a field trip, and it was before I ever even really like drank Coke. Now I'm hooked on Coke. Don't clip that. But it's actually pretty cool. They've got like, you know, dancing fountains and stuff like that. There's also Six Flags over Georgia, which is a giant theme park. There's also Whitewater, which is like a giant water park that neighbors Six Flags. Both of those are pretty cool places to see. But if you come to Georgia and you ask the average Georgian, where do I need to go? They'll be like, the Big Chicken. And that's stupid. Don't go there. And they'll also recommend the Varsity. That is trash. Don't go there. And if you want to pay like $20 for the worst French fries you've ever had, then go to the Varsity. I want to go to Georgia for something other than hanging out at the airport because the flight was delayed. Yeah, Georgia is a hub for Delta, so a lot of flights make pit stops here and then move on to the next area. So there's a lot of people that have passed through Georgia. This one's taking a minute. All the hills and mountains in Utah came from Dirty in Western Washington. There's nothing in Western Washington. It's weird that blasting these frogs counts as killing pests. I feel weird about that. It sucks sleeping on airport floors for 5 hours and being woken up by the dawn. Dude, in Georgia, I'd be worried about waking up and finding your luggage stolen. I don't trust the average airport denizen. Watch Crimson says, as hermits, would you and Lady Muck consider going on vacation to a remote cabin? That sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. Are you trying to murder me? And my wife would be the white chick, which means that she would, like, die in the opening credits, and I don't really want to lose her. Is it weird that they have not fixed the infinite quickness while at +1 pips bug on Revenant yet, or is this normal for Guild Wars 2? Been abusing it in Overworld for like 2 months. I don't know that that one's a bug. Isn't that just like mechanics? Kill undead, burn corrupted plants, and light sacred lamps. She's fine, she's Russian. Oh, that makes her safe? Oh, okay. Alright, I guess I'll die then. Of all the places you've lived, what was your favorite? I think it's pretty important to remind that I am very much a hermit. I enjoy being in my house where all my favorite things are. It's comfy here. I have a thermostat. However, I will say that Utah, when I lived in Utah, although there's a fully developed city there, it is technically a desert. So the air is extremely dry. There's like 0 humidity. So there's like 0 bugs. And there's like never mosquitoes or anything like that. Like Georgia's full of mosquitoes. There's never any bugs. There's no humidity. So the temperature can change from 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And it doesn't feel any different. Like, when it would first snow each year in Utah, people would still be going around in shorts. Because unless someone hit you with a snowball, it wasn't that cold. It didn't feel cold because no humidity. And that was awesome. Like, you were never, like... Because in Georgia, if the temperature shifts like 3 degrees... you are sweating. You're sweating through your clothes and it gets gross. So I did really like not having any bugs. That was pretty great. Are you in Georgia in the game right now? I don't know how to answer that question. How the hell was there snow without you needing to wear clothes? That's the thing though. Like, it was technically cold enough for snow to form and like form on the ground, but the air didn't feel cold enough because of the no humidity, so you could still go around in like, you know, shorts and a t-shirt. But of course, inevitably, someone would hit you with a snowball and you'd be like, whoa! But that's how it was. Like the first few snows, people would still be dressed in their summer clothes because it just wasn't needed. Also, the people. Okay, Utah is heavily Mormon. Okay, Salt Lake City, I believe, was founded by, like, you know, people of the Mormon community. I do not share their beliefs, but they are wonderful people. They are really nice. Crime is, like, insanely low there, to the point where, like, 5-year-olds are trusted to walk to school. That's not a thing here. There's too many bad people here that you can't do that. Your kid will get, your kid you might never see your kid again. It's awful to say it, but that's the truth. So just the people were wonderful. So I did like living out there because of that as well. Like, and there was a lot of factors to that. I would say one of the biggest problems when I lived there, and, you know, I lived there as like a young teen. There was a lot of people moving there because of the, like, how wonderful it was to live there. But then they were, like, you know, asking for them to change the laws and stuff. Like, no, there was, like you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays anywhere. They were like, oh, you just changed this law. And, like, they were basically undoing a lot of the things that was the reason that it was such a safe place to live. I don't know how it is now, but you know, when I lived there, it was nice. Like, it was almost eerily nice. Like, imagine you sneeze and 20 nearby people turn and say bless you, and you're just like, you know, it's like it was so nice. It was like a cult of niceness. But no, it was a good place to live. Georgia is like sweat and insects. Southern Washington has been a great place to live for me. In 1 hour, I'm able to eat at the mountains of the beach. People stole my luggage in Georgia at the airport. Dude, I don't even trust Delta with my luggage at the airport. Alright. This hard is done. I will say, as a dating pool, for someone who did not share their beliefs, the dating pool was really bad. There's a thing in the LDS beliefs called a mission. And basically, all young men are required to do this thing. Like it's the freaking military draft. And what they're expected to do when they turn, what is it, 21? It might have been 21. Is basically go for 2 years of their life to somewhere else and recruit more LDS people. And you ever had like the Mormon missionaries that knock on your door and they're trying to share a message with you? Those are your people on a mission. The girls, it's an option. The guys have to do it. And if you're trying to, you know, if you're college age and you're trying to date, the number one thing that the girls are looking for is a return missionary. Not you know, makes X money a year, not, you know, looks good, not is nice to me, you know, just return missionary. That's it. That's the only thing that's needed. I just got one shot killed. Holy crap. So, as someone who wasn't LDS out there, it was very difficult in the dating world. My best friend growing up in Utah was married before I even knew he was dating after his mission. Mormons are well. Yeah, there is a running joke that they you know, get married after like a week. Like they are real quick to settle down. And I knew a few that did that. Latino Loco, thank you for the bits. Appreciate you. Welcome. I believe the shot fish heads are leftovers from Tequatl. Maybe. I need more seasoning. All right. Oh, wait. I have to kill these guys with a certain weapon. Oh, dang it. I'm surprised. I think with all the male PRs off on a mission, the ladies would be interested in the guy all around trying to convert you. No, are you kidding? They'll, like, marry before they go on the mission and wait 2 years.
The latest results?
No, it's, again, they're super good people. I really don't have anything bad to say about them, but it was just different. This is different. But in terms of, like, again, I live in Georgia, but the way I live my life, I would be fine in almost any state in the United States. I stay in, well, not Chicago, I'd be dead there. But, you know, I stay inside, I do my thing in here. As long as I got good internet, I'm happy. But in terms of, like, the outside world, of the places I've lived, I'd say probably Utah was the best. Because of the environment, like the humidity, no bugs, stuff like that, and the people.
What was that? Great. They must be here to steal our supplies. We
Oh,
can't
that's right.
lose any
I'm supposed to do
here.
something over here.
My crew is on the verge of a breakthrough.
Is it you? Okay, so she gave me a weapon.
So tired.
Okay, we are getting quest credit now. Wait, what is that? Oh. Ah, I'm taking damage. Ain't no way I'm living down in Swampland. I dive out to stay there year-round, not going back to Big City either. There's no time it shelves. Oh my gosh, there's Juno. I went from Sweden to South Carolina for 3 months, and that place was sweating bugs for real. Yeah. In high school, there was one day when, no, middle school, sorry. It was like between 5th and 8th grade. I went to my assigned bus stop for the first day of school, and I was there waiting on the bus, and it was just swarming with mosquitoes. The bus stop was in front of a guy's house, and he like never mowed his lawn, and I got eaten up. And when I like got on the bus, I had like dozens, if not hundreds, of mosquito bites. And I asked the bus driver, I was like, "Look, my house is right over there. It's that one. This is the bus stop. This is awful. I'm like getting eaten up." And I was like, "Can you just drop me off there?" And she's like, "Oh well, yeah. If there's no one else at your bus stop, I'll just drop you off at your house." Yo, this lady for 3 years, chat, for like 6th and 7th and 8th grade, this kind of bus driver dropped me off at my house, which was not technically the route, so that I didn't get eaten up by the mosquitoes. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. But yeah, anywhere that's like slightly dark and damp here, just bug nest. We live next to a creek and have to treat our yard every week. Oh yeah, that's gonna be like a breeding ground for bugs and vermin. It's unfortunate, but like, yeah, the conditions here for them to grow and multiply are just perfect for them. It's funny seeing a reinforced armor anvil in the ocean. Alright, chill for a second. My whole body is now itchy because of this. You're welcome. It's hard to fish it out. The anvil? Up here in Maine, the school buses stop at every house now. Wow. I feel like that would make the route a lot longer. I will say when I was going to school as a kid, the place when I went to middle school in Georgia, and those kids were really spread out. So like one school bus would service like 3 neighborhoods, and it would stop at many different places in the neighborhood to pick the kids up. In where I live currently, the neighborhood I'm in, and Gabe goes to school, there's so many kids in this neighborhood that literally the first year that he had school, there's just there's a big parking lot where there's a neighborhood swimming pool, and all the kids from the whole neighborhood just gathered there. So the bus came in empty, had one stop, filled up, and then went back to the school. So there's definitely different ways to do it. His current bus actually has many different stops, but his first one was literally just everyone meet at the pool. And so the kids that lived at the front of the neighborhood didn't have a walk, and the ones that lived at the back of the neighborhood had a walk. Just got enough skirmish tickets for my first legendary armor piece. Nice, congratulations. Yeah, you can use those to get the Conflux ring, or a legendary armor piece, or work on the backpack. If the backpack didn't clip with my wizard hat, I would use it. I think the Warbringer is the best looking legendary backpack IMO. The idea of a school bus is so foreign to me. Here, if you live too far from the school to walk bike, you had to get a bus card that works on city buses. The thing is, like, I don't know that there's any public bus stops within miles of me. Like, they don't service the entire state of Georgia. They service, like, the downtown areas. Average American. No, it's just different systems. Like, I get what you're saying, but yeah, it's just different systems. Public transit is dirty language, yeah. Yeah, sadly, public transportation over here is usually, like, disgusting. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is. Currently. Maybe that'll change. The only time I've ridden a school bus was when I had a chance to go on a field trip. Yeah, I mean, I've done those as well, but, yeah. Like, when I lived in Utah, I was within walking distance of the schools, so I just walked. But, like, where I live right now, yo, it's like 10 minutes even to get to a grocery store in the car. Like, we're not in walking distance of anything where I live now. Like, if you walk 10 minutes, you just found more houses. It's like the grocery store or sending my kid to school, any of that, like, they gotta use a car or something. Hello, it's been a while. Rooksie Panda, one of the best artists I've ever seen. How are you? How about a bicycle or an e-bike? There's too many main roads and highways right by my house. I would not want to send my kid on a bike down those roads. I would feel not safe about it. Like, we're talking main roads that don't have sidewalks on the side of them, so he would have to ride the bike on the road. Oh, wait, did I finish this? Oh, I finished this heart. We're done with this. Okay, lol. Muck, your kid's got to ride one day. I've done bike stuff with my kid before. I'm talking about, like, just sending him out to ride to school by himself is not something I would feel safe in where I live with the roads as they are. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't ride a bike. No sidewalks on the road. Do you live in the rural area? I live in a neighborhood that's right by a highway. And you're not supposed to even walk next to the highway. Pill risen salvage loot. Alright. I'm too European to understand that. It's just, yeah, it's just different infrastructure. I mean, like, you know, hey, to put the shoe on the other foot, it blows my mind when people in Europe are, like, dying in heat waves that are, like, 90 degrees. Right? Because here, we just go up to a dial on our wall and say, don't kill me. And we turn it to the livable option, and then we're fine. But from what I understand, most of you don't believe in air conditioners. And you built your house out of bricks, so you formed all of your homes into ovens. Which, you know, okay, time to go freaking... Like, if I moved to Europe, I would be buying, like, a small AC unit for my house. I would never have to worry about that. Like, having my own home not be comfortable just sounds insane to me. That's not like that for all countries in Europe. Yeah, but, like, one country in Europe is the size of one state out here, so it's... I just assume it's pretty similar. Alright, hold on. Salvage loot from the beach. How do I salvage loot from the beach? Does she give me, like, a key or something?
Darkness afoot.
I am a part of
She said, here's a bomb to blow up boulders. That's it? Okay.
Everyone has a secret.
That... What? What? How does this help? I probably should have read it. Really? Smashing my face into it gets the treasure out of the ground? Okay. Sure, why not? Not like opposable thumbs ever helped me for anything anyway. This makes no sense. It's 8 at logic. They'll try to understand. Alright. Treasure. No, we're not done yet. I gotta find some more. It's a population density thing. Why build a bus network for a town of maybe 2,500 people to travel to? Yeah. I remember, okay. There was one guy in my chat one day. He goes, is it true that Americans all have chainsaws in their kitchen sink? And I was like, what? And I was thinking about it for a minute, and I was like, are you asking me about a garbage disposal? And he's like, whatever. The thing that'll, like, destroy your hand. And I'm like, I have a garbage disposal. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of true. It's not a freaking chainsaw. And he's like, but it cuts your hand off if you shove your hand in it, right? I'm like, a lot of things cut your hand off if you shove your hand in it. I mean, I think the only introduction he ever had to garbage disposals was Final Destination, where the guy just shoved his arm into it because his watch fell off.
Everyone has a secret.
I don't like this hard chat. It takes too long. The garage door can cut your hand off if you shove your hand in it. Wait, what? I don't know what part of the garage door you're shoving your hand into, but I'm sure there's some part of it. Because the part that comes down and, like, touches the ground is like a rubber bit on the end to try to protect fingers from stupid people. Mike, I think you're overestimating electrical infrastructure. Here in California, the electrical grid is under too much pressure from everyone using ACs. The local electrical company will just cut AC the entire area. To be fair, the other 49 states would be fine if we lost California. Like, y'all are always doing weird stuff over there. Freaking banning straws and crap. And Florida. Well, at least I got out of Florida before we lost it. I don't know. Googling Florida man has led to a lot of joy in my life. I don't know if I want to lose that. Like, y'all are always up to some crazy stuff. Better than whatever the ERCOT grid is doing in Texas. That grid is run by... I mean, that's a low bar. You're like, we're doing better than those guys that don't have power. Yeah? It's a really low bar to compare yourself to. At least we don't have bath salt zombies yet. Who is that? Served ice cold. Thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome. Slow risen corruption. Okay, ooh. I'm just like walking up and making this thing explode right in my face. Thanks, I hate it. I have to bring the corrupted stump to him? Alright. Yo, my guy is really strong. He just ripped a stump out of the ground by his by bare hands. Champion Risen Megalodon. Oh boy. Since the Wizard's Vault often has a dual heart on the same day as loot 10 enemies, I have a character slowly working through the hearts each time, but it's only the combat hearts that are done. I still have to do these weird ones. That's not a bad way of doing it. I've talked to some people when they were doing the Living World Season 3 stuff for Aurora. What they would just do is here, every day there's a daily Living World Season 3, and he would just do the zone for that day, which was always more active. There was more people there because of the dailies. And he never had to worry about, like, not enough people there for the meta. Why is this Asura so big? This is my oldest non-deleted character. He's 12 years old. And the reason that we're on him is because his world map completion is the closest to being done without being done. Because I need a map comp. So he was like 49% when we started, and we are 72 now. So we are using him to make more legendaries to give to you guys on August 20th. That's a very big 12-year-old. His mom was very tall. Yes, this is Asura's final form. They just grow into people. New to Yours 2, what is the yellow line to each point of interest? Is it an overlay? It is. This is a overlay program that got set up purely just for quality of life. It just draws a dotted line between all the points of interest so that I can kind of turn my brain off while doing map completion. It is a module that is available in the Blish HUD program, which was just linked in chat if you're interested in that. I couldn't believe Teen Norn are about the size of an adult human. I mean, that's basically brown. Yeah. Use Hylic weapons to collapse termite mounds, pull termite larvae from the ground. Slay the larvae, throw their meat into the fire. Retrieve the cooked meat and give it to Cook Natepi. What? That's so much crap. You only have to do the cycle like 3 times? Good. Where's the chef? Oh wait, throw their meat into the fire pit. Where's the fire pit? There. It exploded? I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't good. Try that again. Maybe because I used the poison shooter last time? Nope, this one exploded too. Bro, what the heck? What? Oh, vent table is throwing up errors.